their produce to the market have to rely on middlemen. The reason for the middlemen is most of the local farmers in Ghana speak mostly the local dialect, and institutions and others that want to buy from them speak the formal language as the English language. So it becomes a very difficult situation for them to be able to understand the English language. They have to rely on middlemen. The middlemen help in the translation and interpretation of the language for these people to understand. So at the end of the day, as a local rice farmer, I have to use the profit I'm supposed to be gaining from my hard labor to pay for the services of this interpreter. Not only that, in Africa here, most of the local farmers rely greatly on the traditional weather forecasting method. And due to the climate change, if you're a farmer and you rely greatly on the traditional weather forecasting method, it's going to be very difficult for you to accurately predict the weather. So at Famlinko here, this is what we do. We give you, the farmer, the opportunity to have a digital market space on our platform. So currently, we are a team from Ghana, and rice is one of the most commonly consumed commodity in Ghana. So the platform currently is being used by the Ghanaian local rice farmers, whereby they are able to set their own digital market space on the platform. Not only that, we are trying to do away with the middlemen. So we have also catered for the local language aspect. We have made these local rice farmers to be able to express themselves in the local dialect, while this institution or persons who want to buy from these local farmers can speak the formal language, and the translation can be done on the application. We know again that since due to climate change, if you are a farmer and you are relying on the traditional weather forecasting method, it's very difficult for you to accurately predict the weather. So also at Famlinko, we provide you, the local farmer, with an IoT-based localized weather station that provides you with the various parameters of the weather and how these parameters affect the rice crop. So currently, Famlinko, since we know in Africa here, it's very difficult for a farmer to sit down and read about how these parameters affect the rice crop. So we don't only provide these parameters to the rice farmer, but we also pass these parameters through an AI agent that provides insightful meaning to this local rice farmer. Not only that, most of the time, these local farmers, whenever there's a disease outbreak on their farm, they have to rely on the expert, which the expert comes to diagnose the disease and give them recommended treatment. And through this, as a farmer, I have to pay for the services of this expert. And paying for the services of this expert, as a farmer, how much at all am I gaining that I have to use some of my profit to pay for the services of this expert? So at Famlinko also, we provide the local farmer with an IoT, we provide this local farmer with a crop doctor. What the crop doctor does is it helps the farmer to be able to diagnose the disease affecting the crop and also give the recommended treatment and the best chemical to apply. So currently, with the problem, we have a market opportunity because the government of Ghana, through the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, aims to increase rice production by 49% by the year 2025. And currently, Famlinko is positioned to support this goal and visions of the government. And also with the over 65% of the local rice farmers currently using the smartphone, it's very easy for adoption. Since the government of Ghana, again, through some initiative, is promoting the use of digital tools in farming. Not only that, our platform is scalable across Africa, as Famlinko can expand across Africa, where rice employment is projected to grow by 3.7 annually by 2030. Now, our go-to-market strategy. Currently, Famlinko is employing the use of channel approach to reach its user base. So we are currently running online ads to reach the local rice farmers and also using the radio station to reach the local farmers. In Ghana, currently, there's an initiative by the Cosmos Innovation Center to run educational initiative to empower these local farmers about how to use technology in their farming activities. And currently, Famlinko is partnering with this institution. Not only that, we are also encouraging peer-to-peer referral, where the other farmers, a farmer who refers the other, can gain some benefit. And with this, it reached the maximum number of local rice farmers in Ghana. Now, our revenue model. Currently, Famlinko, we are running the free and the premium services. So the subscription plan, since the farmers are already complaining that most of the time when they sell any seed bag of rice that they sell, the 20% of this revenue is being given to the middlemen. So Famlinko, we are giving these local farmers the opportunity for them to sell their produce on the platform, where Famlinko takes only 5% of this. So as a farmer, once you enroll onto the application, we charge you $5 for a monthly subscription. Not only that, because our application encourages the use of some of the chemicals which are locally based, we also encourage the local companies to run ads on our platform. And this ad also, as an institution, when you run the ads on our platform, you are being charged $8 to you to run ads on our platform. Not only that, we are currently partnering with some of the institutions in Ghana in order to generate most of the revenues in the country by companies which want to have their products sold on our platform so that they can reach our user base. We get revenue also from this. Now, our competitive landscape. Currently, there's no application in Ghana offering these services where they are providing the farmer with disease detection, market platform, weather data, and local language translation. So Farmlinko is in a position to go through the market and also to inform all the local rice farmers about what we do. There are some applications currently offering part of our services, but it's only Farmlinko that is providing all these services to its users. Now, our financial projection. Currently, we are aiming at 100 users being on the platform. And as a looking at 100 farmers enrolling our platform. And every farmer is going to be charged $5 per month. So at the end of a year, we are going to have $6,000 revenue generated. And also, we are currently targeting 5 companies in the first year where these companies can run in-app advertisement. So these chemical companies, fertilizer application companies, they can run app on our platform. Currently, 5 companies, and each is being charged $5, and that is in a year we are going to get $300 from these 5 companies. Now, in our second year, we are targeting a user base of 300 farmers, where 300 farmers coming onto the application. Each farmer is required to pay $10, and with the $10, we get a revenue of $18,000. And also, looking at how the number is increased, more companies want to reach our local users. So once they come onto the application, we charge them in the second year $8, and with the $8, we are looking at a revenue of $768. And in the third year also, we are looking at farmers, 500 farmers enrolling onto our application, and they are going to be charged $12. And when they are being charged $12, we are looking at a revenue of $30,000 in a year. And also, the companies we are projecting at 15 companies running their ads on our platform, and we are looking at having $1,800 as a revenue. So currently, Farmlinko is solving 4 of the SDG goals. First of all, no poverty. We know food is something that we cannot do away with. And in Africa here, one of the most commonly consumed commodity currently is rice. So looking at the SDG goal number 1, no poverty, we are increasing the productivity of these local rice farmers so that they can get more profit in their day-to-day activities. And also, we are tackling the climate action by providing the farmers with insightful understanding about the various weather parameters. And also, the more the farmers are producing, the more they are able to meet the demand of the local people. So we are also tackling the SDG goal number 2. And not only that, we want agriculture to be seen to the youth as a job that they can do wherever that they are. And we are also solving the SDG goal number 8, that is decent work and economic growth. So currently, Farmlinko, we will be running a short demonstration about how our application works. We have some users, so our application works in 2 modes. You can either sign in as a farmer or a buyer. So once you sign up as a farmer, you get to have the platform whereby these services you are going to be given. You are going to have the crop doctor, the IoT-based localized weather station, the fertilizer application advisor, and also your market space where you can set up your own store. So institutions or bodies that want to buy or order rice from you can directly connect with you as a farmer. So this is how the application interface looks like. One key component of our app also is we want the local farmer to be able to use the application. So the application comes in a local language form where you can translate it into the language that you as a farmer, you understand. So you can translate it. Currently, we have 2 languages implemented, local languages implemented. That is the Chi and the Ewe. These are 2 widely spoken languages in Ghana. So a farmer can translate it into the language that he wants and understand and be able to move over the application. So we have had some farmers testing our application. We have gotten their feedback, and we have also improved, and currently we are still working on. So the team at Farmlinko visited some of the local rice communities in Ghana, and they had the farmers testing the application. So run a quick demonstration about when the farmers were testing the application and their feedback. Okay, so I think because of the voice, so this is a farmer, a local rice farmer in Ghana, and we also had some other farmers testing the application. So this is Reverend Bezo. He had 10 years experience in rice farming. He used the application and he gave us feedback. And based on his recommendation, he made us understand that this is one of the platforms that he has been wishing to have. Not only that, through the testimonial of Reverend Bezo, we currently have 15 calls from different rights communities reaching out to us, and they want to use our mobile application. Not only that, we have also made some users, some restaurant owners, and individuals to be able to place order on our platform. So this is a restaurant owner. She was able to place an order on our platform where she was able to buy commodity rice. Currently, since it's rice that we have currently allowed the local rice farmers to upload. But not only that, we are looking at scaling it up so other produce can be sold on the platform. So this is a restaurant owner who was able to purchase on our platform. So currently we have a team, a diverse team of engineers that are currently working with that, and also advisors from both A2SV and also Google Ghana coming on board, and some agriculture experts coming on board to empower us to be able to meet more of the local rice farmers. So today, from Lincoln, we are standing here seeking that to empower us. We are standing here seeking that to empower us so that we'll be able to reach more rice farmers and also other farmers in Africa so that they will be empowered and they will have better profits for their hard labor. Thank you. I think he's on mute. He's speaking, but he's on mute.
Sorry, team, I just wrapped from the call. And right now, the presentation is finished. So we can continue with your comments and questions. Burra, would you like to kick us off?
First of all, thank you for the pitch deck. And actually, I want to ask, you are basically focusing on the rice sellers and taking automation of their problems, actually. And how many rice farmers living in Ghana right now? And what is the market share? And what about the competition about the per person, per customers? I think there's on the mute right now.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. So currently we have over 50,000 local rice farmers in Ghana. But currently there's no platform giving these farmers the opportunity to sell their produce to institutions or individuals who want to buy from them. So Farmlinko is the platform currently helping these farmers to reach institutions or individuals that want to buy or order from them.
So we think around 65%, it's around 30,000 rice farmers or your focus, right? You can sell the subscription to all of that if you imagine. And how can you predict the weather conditions, and what about how common the climate is changing for rice farming?
Okay, so we have an IoT-based localized weather station where, as a farmer, you can purchase this device. And once it's placed in your farm, we know that currently, due to the climate action, if you're a farmer and you are depending on the general weather forecasting method, it's going to be very difficult to accurately plan your activity. So this device, once a farmer purchase, is being placed on the farm, and this one gets the parameters: humidity, temperature, wind speed, and also pressure. And these parameters are not only sent to the farmers, but we pass them through an AI agent that gives insightful meaning about how these parameters are affecting the rice crop.
So you provide the personalization and insights, actually, right?
Yes, please.
And what about the cost of the IoT device for giving the customers?
Please, can you come again?
Uh,
You said?
What's the cost of the IoT device you embedded on the farm?
Okay, currently the cost of the IoT device is $25, and 5 has been implemented now, but it's still in the testing phase. Most of the farmers are currently testing. 4 of the farmers are currently testing those devices, and we have one currently with us here.
Okay, thank you. And if we go back to your value proposition, how common the climate change is inside the Ghana? Because I checked the Ghana's, it's not too big and country as well. So what about the expectations and how common the climate change depends on the rice farming?
What did you hear? Please come again. Sorry.
Okay, and what about and how common the climate change depends on the rice farming affecting, and because Ghana is not a too big country, and what about the climate change affects the rice farmers in a year in Ghana?
How does the climate change
I want to get a question. Well, do you mean that how the climate change is affecting the rice farmers in Ghana?
Yeah, and how common in a year, maybe 2 times, 3 times, and it's like a cycle, and how affect the climate change for the rice farming?
the climate change in Ghana is
Did you get a question? Okay, so I'm not able to hear clearly, but this is based on the little information I got from the question. Rice is one of the commodities that needs water a lot. And because of the climate change, most of the time, a farmer might think that it's going to rain. So the farmer will not water this rice crops. So if you're a farmer and you are not watering the rice crop, meaning you are not going to get most of the yield. So according to one of the rice farmers that we visited, he made us understand that 30% of its yield are lost because of the traditional weather forecasting method that he is using. So we, as engineers and at Familinco, we doing research, we found out that when an IoT device is being given to these local rice farmers, it will be able to give them insightful meaning and also accurate prediction about their farm, and they'll be able to make informed decisions.
that those data we see them doing models for the farmer.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Emre, devam edebiliriz herhalde ya da sıradakini bekliyoruz şu an. Nasıl ilerliyoruz?
Erdoğan hocam. Yes, we can actually continue with Emirhan. Emirhan, do you have any questions or comments as well?
No, I do not have any questions.
Okay, so keep going.
All right, thank you. Next, by the way, our third investor also join us, Solomon Bekalu. Solomon, sorry, since we didn't have you at the beginning, we didn't get the proper introduction for you. Do you mind introducing yourself to us?
Thank you so much. I'm Solomon. I'm investment analyst at Renew Capital. I have been working at Renew Capital for the last 3 years. Happy to join here. Thanks for inviting to this amazing event. Yeah, I joined late. I might have missed some points from the presentation, but my question is, like you were mentioning. I'm asking the presenter. So you were mentioning like you have a farmer's app and a buyer's app. So is it like every farmer should have a smartphone to access your services, or is it do you provide your service through some kind of agents, or like every single farmer should have a smartphone to access your services? If everyone should have a smartphone, how is the smartphone distribution in Ghana? That's my question.
Okay, thank you very much for your question. So for our platform, as a farmer, you need to have a smartphone. Currently, we have over 65,000. We have 65%. Sorry, 65% of the local rice farmers using the smartphone. And also, there's an initiative by the government to promote the use of these digital devices in their farming activities. So there's a monthly workshop that is always organized for the local farmers to use this technology devices in their activities by the Cosmos Innovation Center.
Thank you so much. So just to confirm, you said 65% of the farmers have access to smartphone?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Dear investors, thank you very much for your comments and suggestions. If you don't have any other points, we are going to say bye to our Ghanaian team and proceed to the next team. Thank you, team. All right. So our next project is coming from a team that is from Ethiopia, and it is in the education space. So while our teammates are doing their setup, I can continue providing some background information about the event. As I mentioned earlier, we have 7 countries represented in the finals. One of our teams, it's a mixed team. So there is a Tanzanian member, Ethiopian member, Ghanaian member, and Nigerian member. So we actually get them African Union flag once there is such kind of a diversity. And the other 7 teams, they come from different countries. Only Tunisia is represented with 2 projects. And we have 1 project from Algeria, Ethiopia, Ghana, Nigeria, and Tunisia. So, sorry, Algeria. Tunisia was represented with 2 teams in the finals. So next, we will continue with the Ethiopian team. Their product is called Study Sphere. So our teammates are usually coming from technical background, and for them this is actually such a great learning experience, because as you may guess, many technical students in university, they don't really understand the business mindset. It's not something that is taught at the schools to technical students. Therefore, even the questions that you're asking are very, very helpful, because they really realize what kind of things that they need to pay attention that they have been overseen in the earlier days. So thanks for taking this time. Thanks for helping us nurture future generations of young tech innovators in Africa. By the way, team, our social media team is making a minor request, Solomon and Emirhan. So they want to get some screenshots, as well as our Nigerian members. Oluwasegun, Hasbiallah. Could you please turn on your camera? The team wants to take some shoots. And then if you're not comfortable, feel free to turn it off.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. All right, our team is ready. Can you do the sound check? Is it working? You are muted.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. So the solution I'm going to be speaking to you today is called Study Sphere. It's an AI-driven personalized learning for collaboration for tech students. So the problem we're trying to solve is the problem that we faced firsthand as computer science students, beginning with disengagement due to lack of personalized learning. In fact, 40% of students experience disengagement due to lack of personalized learning in Africa. And the other thing that we have been facing is, in this interconnected world, there is a lack of access for integrated resources for effective collaboration and learning. 60% of African students face this problem. Additionally, 80% of students in Africa face scattered learning resources. They are wasting their precious time and energy scattering, going from one platform to another platform rather than learning itself. So to solve those problems, we have provided Study Sphere. StudySphere is a one-stop platform where learning, collaboration, and professional progress comes together to create a seamless and engaging experience. It's not just a collection of tools, but an interconnected ecosystem in which students can supercharge their learning experience. So imagine a platform where you can get personalized, tailored courses for you, specifically for you, due to our course generator. Additionally, when you progress through our platform, you'll be getting dynamic assessments through our exam generator. And collaboration and learning is not just about studying. So it's about collaboration and practice as well. So to implement that, our collaborative coding feature shines in this field in which peers and friends can work together in a real-time environment simultaneously. Like it could be solving complex algorithms or creating new things. And while doing that, we also have provided a talk to your site feature, which will help you understand any website you want. It could be text heavy documentations or reference materials for your practices and your studies. Our talk to your site feature will help you understand anything you want, giving you the guidance and support you need. Additionally, we want you to be ready for the real world. So we have provided you with a mock interview generator in which you could refine your skills based on your expertise and experience. And you can be more ready for the industry. So if you want to unwind and experience new ways of learning, we have added a 2D metaverse in which you can collaborate with your friends, peers, and more in a fun, interactive, and exciting way. For the market opportunity, the global edtech market is going on an upward trajectory, and it's predicted to be 162.7 billion from 2023 to 2028, with a compound annual growth rate of 16.82%. But more interestingly, the compound annual growth rate is 17.5% in Africa. So there's a huge market in Africa. And the key growth sectors in this field are high school education, higher education and research, and test preparation industries. For revenue streams, we have planned three ways to find revenues. One of them being a subscription model in which users are offered with a free plan or a premium plan. A monthly premium plan subscription fee is going to be $4.99, and an annual premium subscription is going to be $49.99. And for the free users to get money from them, we have put an revenue stream in which advertisement is targeted in app, and it's estimated to have a $0.5 per user per month. The other revenue stream we will have planned is inter- enterprise licensing, in which different kind of organizations can have different kind of package. For example, small institutions will have $1,000 per year for up to 100 users, and medium institutions will have $300,000 per year for up to 500 users, and the large institutions will be providing you with $7,000 per year with unlimited number of users. For marketing and sales strategy, we want to focus our target and main audience are going to be tech students, and our objective is to StudySphere as the go-to platform for tech education. To achieve those objectives, the tactics we're going to use are social media marketing, in which we are going to be running targeted apps into ecosystems in which these tech students are already familiar with. Additionally, partnering with influencers and campus ambassadors and institutions such as A2SV, universities, so that the platform, the user base can grow. To create the other thing is we want to create a social media community on Reddit, Discord, and Telegram to create a hub for tech students to learn, experience, and share their knowledge together. Additionally, by adding a referral bonuses, we can we can use the word of mouth in which peers can share with their friends and colleagues, and then we can give them bonuses based on those referrals. As you can see, on our competitor skills, there are Khan Academy, Blackboard, and Up Exam, and we can see that StudySphere beats them in almost every category. Even the course generation by offering personalized learning, our platform is advanced in that way. For the financial projection, we think of the first year, for the first year to have 5,000 users. And we're assuming that 20% of the users are going to be premium users. And the expenses are going to be an operational cost of 30%, a marketing cost of 20%, and other expenses covering 10%. So from the first year, we expect to have 5,000 users, 5 small institutions, 2 medium institutions, and large institution, creating a net profit of 24,000. And all the way up to the 5th year, we plan on growing the user base to 100,000 users. Additionally, having 40 small institutions under our belt with 19 medium institutions and 8 large institutions, creating a total net profit of 371,000. Our team is composed of myself, Stefanos Bahailu, the team leader, Alazar Shepherd, and Emmanuel Salomon. And to help this platform grow, we have our mentor and advisors, Dr. Emmanuel Dorley, who is an AI researcher and entrepreneur, and Matthias Mungustu, who is a software engineer. What we're asking is a $10,000 for 15% equity so that we can scale our solution to 100,000 users and 100,000 students within 5 years. So we want you guys to partner with us and help us with your experience, feedback, and grow this platform. Well, so when we go to the demonstration of the actual product, so our platform has several components, starting with our course creator. This course creator offers you personalized tailored courses based on your needs, specifically for you. So no more one-size-fits-all courses. When the courses that you get are specifically for you and made for you, you can create courses like, for example, say AI full course. You can go deep into it by saying, going to different fields. You can even use broader terms such as basics, intermediate, or stuff like that. Additionally, you can set the difficulty level, the duration you want, if you want videos or not, and by how many chapters you want your course to be classified with. So to add another level of customization, before you create the course, we're giving you a general outline of the course and what it would look like. So during this part, you can remove those parts that you already know and edit or replace them with parts that you want to know. So at the end of the day, the courses that are going to be created are going to be personalized and tailor-made for you. The course is composed of a YouTube video and a text material. And additionally, we have added multiple language supports, which has a support of 218 languages worldwide. You can just switch every courses into any language you want. So at the end of the day, the course is in your own language, specifically for you and personalized based on your needs. Additionally, there's a universal library for the courses in which you can find any courses created using our platform. You can share your courses with your friends, and your friends can share their courses to you too as well. So to assess your difficulty, like to assess your understanding of a topic or know your weaknesses and identify it, we've created an exam generator in which you submit a PDF file, and then it will create multiple choice questions based on the file you submitted. If you're wrong, it will show you that you're wrong, and if you're right, it will show you that you're correct. So to help you with other features, we have provided a talk to your site feature. This feature is mainly so that you can talk to any website you want. It could be heavy documentations about something or any referral materials, such as, for example, we could say Gigs for Gigs, who has a course on C++, and there might be topics you don't understand from it. So by providing us the link, you can directly chat with the website, ask it questions, ask it for explanations or summaries, and our talk to your site platform will provide it for you. To enhance the collaboration, we have, as I said before, we have added a collaborative coding environment in which students, peers can go into one working space and collaborate together in real time, simultaneously. So this can help you like solve different complex algorithms together or create new projects. We have added auto suggestion, auto filling, and also a compiler to this. As you can see, you can compile it.
Yusuf, now you're muted right now.
Hey, Tim, can you hear the presenter?
Yes, right.
You are muted at the moment. Could you please unmute yourself? Like muted from the computer, I believe. Yes, please go ahead.
So this feature is called the 2D metaverse, in which collaboration is very fun and interesting way. So during using this platform, you can collaborate with your friends, peers together. You can have video calls, video chat features. You can interact and also create, as I mentioned earlier, you can access every feature of our platform through the metaverse, which is a fun and interesting way of presenting it. It's a gamified version so that students won't be disengaged or bored of the materials they have. You can use whiteboards to create diagrams, charts, brainstorm your ideas, or even design projects. And as you can see, like due to close proximity, you can video render. So this helps you with meetings. Those weekly meeting and checkups won't be boring and uninteresting. You can chat with your friend using chats and more. And so the problem we're trying to solve here is you don't have to waste your time going to different resources, like, but just like jumping between platforms, understanding concepts. So to improve that, I have even our platform, I have a learning curve. So to improve that, we have put in a chatbot in which you can ask it any question about our platform. It will answer it to you. It can be a navigation pad or a backend logic question, but everything you need about the platform, it asks it for you. So you have 24/7 chat support. And that's more of our project. If you have any questions or feedbacks, feel free to ask. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Yusuf. And I think that's the one of most efficiency way for using AI and study generated by AI, and too much knowledge comes with the just sentences. So I just want to ask some questions. And first of all, if we focus on the child, and how internet access for children living in the Ethiopia? And is that easy way to access, or it's not common, right?
We hear you actually, Bura. And like it really depends on the area, but I will leave the answer to the team. Yes, are you guys
I
ready?
hear the question.
So the question is, how common is it to have internet access for children in Africa or like students in Africa?
Yeah.
Do usually all students have internet access, or is it limited to some?
So
what
yeah,
would be
our
the
main
ratio?
target
Thank you.
audience are tech students. So these students are usually working with institutions or under universities, so they have access to internet connection. And we want to partner with campuses, like institutions such as A2SV. They offer Wi-Fi to them. So we know that our audiences are already connected to the ecosystem of the tech and also have internet connection.
And what
Is there any other
about
question?
generators make their content, where did you train that, and which content, or just living content like YouTube, like Google search? What kind of data you are using for generating contents?
We're using NLP models to generate the content. So for authentication purpose, we use different models so that they can read between each other, and the content that's created is authentic and accurate.
And you'll train for the generate courses with your data you train, or just using public data from ChatGPT or any kind of?
Yes, we're using public data like ChatGPT and OpenAI and Gemini API.
Okay. And do you have any way to get content from AI generated? Just an content created before and you just listed in your kind of courses. And
So what it does,
pre-generated, actually. I want to ask pre-generated content. Do you have it, or just wait prompts, and depends on prompts, it's generating new for everyone?
you want a pre-generated course, you can show you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, team, we had a connection trouble.
I think so. So, by the way, you can say what are the details of the operational cost. It takes allocated around 30%, I guess, right?
Yes.
What the mean the operational cost? And what
So when we say operational courses, there are more people that are involved into the operation and development of the courses. As I said, we use NLP models, and these models, like the more tokenization and the more data you get,
Yeah.
you have to pay more for it. So these are the operational costs we have implemented. We want to also increase the AI usage of the platform. So to use better AI and NLP models, we have to have more payments. What kind of question?
And also, for my opinion, you're getting the customers and you thinking about the customer acquisition costs and what happens, you will see, and it will be maybe more attractive for the investor. Now you found a really nice business model and you find the solution for the general problem. And I think you need a little bit metrics, but I'm not sure you can do without any investments, or you need just for first steps. I don't know, but I think the customer acquisition for the main things on this project, I think so.
Yeah, can you come again?
And you expecting around 50 cents per customer, right?
That's for the free users. So we're generating that from ad revenue.
Okay, yes, and how many users you generated by 50 cent per user?
So we're expecting 20% to be premium users and 80% to be free users.
Okay. I think the key metrics is that and the customer acquisition cost. I think it will be main KPI for you and scaling up this startup. And thank you for pitching, and maybe you can
Okay. I can
just
show you
send
the course if you
few
want.
more details for using your tools just for try, and I will check what's the providing about the generating courses. I want to try just a little bit.
Okay, you can check our course generator if you want currently.
Oh, now we have some troubles about the connection, so it doesn't matter for right now, and maybe we can talk by email later.
Okay. I'll reach out to you and send you our contact information.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, awesome. Okay.
Thank you very much, Solomon. Do you have any questions or points?
Yeah, thank you. That was a nice presentation. I have a couple of questions. Like you said, that you aim to acquire 100,000 users. I remember that. Can you remind me by when you are aiming to acquire that much customers? I mean, by when are you trying to acquire 100,000 users? I'm audible, right?
Yes, Solomon, we hear you. I think they are trying to share their screen, I guess.
Okay.
If not possible, we can go without sharing screen, right, Solomon?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be
my
too
question-
difficult, team. Give us a minute, because for the other
Yeah.
projects as well, this is a valuable know-how. And in the meantime, I can show you around in the Science Museum. So basically, this is the entrance part. Like as you can see, it's a nice building. We have the representations of the planets and sun on the top. And since we are just setting things up, now you can see that our hackathon videos are playing there. And our projects are doing their setup to present to the public and other interested parties here. So today we are about to finish the setup, and tomorrow we are going to accept visitors. As I said earlier, this wasn't originally part of the plan. Our event was only in front of Abrahot Library, so our normal expo has already finished. But since we get this additional opportunity, now we are taking advantage of it. Now you see the Tunisian team here. So we have the South African team.
That's good.
They are making, I guess, a last touch before the remote investor panel.
Yeah.
Yes. So the energy is great. Hopefully, Solomon, I don't know, are you located in Addis Ababa?
Yeah, I'm located in Addis.
Perfect. So please feel free to stop by tomorrow, Wednesday, and you are more than welcome to join us for the closing ceremony, which will be graced by the mayor. And so it's taking place on Wednesday at 6 p.m., again at Science Museum. I'll be sending out your invite as well.
Sure,
We'll
I'll
be happy
try.
to have you with us.
Sure.
Thank you. All right, team, do we have any hope, or should we give up on sharing the screen?
I mean, they don't even need to share their screen. My question was like, by when they are trying to acquire 100 customers? By the first year, by the second year, or
Okay.
that's the point I forgot.
Thank you. So actually the question doesn't require the screen share team. Are you guys hearing?
Yes.
No, you don't hear. What happened to the sound? Who has been dealing with the connection, guys? Dagum? Where is Dagum? Can you connect the TV, please? Okay, so for this, then we don't have to connect to the TV. Can you bring the sound here? If that computer is not working.
Yeah, they don't have to connect.
So the question is a very simple one. By when you guys want to achieve 100 users?
Okay. Within the span of 3 years, we would 100 users only.
100.
Okay, within a span of 1 year, we want to achieve around the user base of around 25,000 users. So, give more or less within 1 year, we're planning to achieve at least minimum 100 users.
So within 3 years. Okay. So my another question is regarding AI.
Okay.
Like this always confuses me. This advancement of AI. It seems an opportunity for you, the tech guys. But on the other side, I see it as a risk as well, because it's doing all this coding and explaining things like very simply. So from that aspect, how do you see the advancement of AI in your sector? Isn't it a risk for you?
Okay, can you maybe elaborate a
Yeah,
little bit on the question?
yeah, sure. My question is like the advancement of AI, like
Okay.
students like you know the advancement of AI made easy to learn coding and other classes, not only on the coding but on every aspect. It made it's making learning very easy, like simplified.
Yes,
So from
yes, of
that
course.
aspect, the advancement is an opportunity for you, for the tech guys, I know, but isn't it also a risk? Isn't it taking your job?
To be honest, the likeliness of completely replacing us is highly unlikely, or would span quite a long time, because to be able to prompt the AI and be able to use it properly, you need some background in the software engineering aspect. So, uh, like for instance, if a person who doesn't know anything about software engineering tries to use AI, I don't think he would even know where to begin, like how he should start prompting the AI to develop the app or the web or the software that he's trying to develop. So more or less, it's going to be even more help to the developers, to the tech users, as they can simplify their tasks and focus on more important tasks instead of wasting time on trivial or simple things. So that's my thought on how AI could be an impact for us.
Thank you. So, quick one, is it launched or you are yet to launch the product?
We are yet to launch our application. We have collected feedback and many user trials, and we have received very positive feedback from multiple users. We aim to add multiple more features and improve it in many ways. So I think after collecting enough information and making the necessary preparations, we'll be able to launch our application very soon.
Sure. So, yeah, one last question regarding your cost. I don't want you to like the hassle of presenting the screen, but what's your main cost?
Okay. So I think you already know what our application does, right?
Yeah.
So
So is it a
there are two
cost?
ways. Okay.
Is it a server cost, or you hire like professionals? Is it salary expenses, or what's your biggest cost of operating this business?
For us, the biggest cost would be operational costs and marketing, to be honest. So the marketing is not permanent. Like for short amount of time, we might need to market, but after some point, we won't need to promote our applications. So the main cost would be for us to keep up with the operation and scale it up, because as the amount of data increases and as the number of users increases as well, we are going to need to scale up our application and the services that we provide. So operational costs are the main things that are going to be that are going to consume the large amount of costs for us.
Got you. Thank you so much. Great job.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You can see the presentation on your computer.
Yes, we do. Yeah, she has connected it.
Can it's connect to the meeting? You don't need TV.
Okay.
Just connect the meeting from your computer and share your screen.
Okay.
Emre, we have the 6 left startups yet, right?
So we have seen, actually, we are about to see the third one. So we
Yeah.
have 5 more.
Yeah, we have 8 startups in total, right?
Yes, in total 8. Yes.
Okay, okay. I think it might be a little bit faster.
Indeed, we have more to display. So these are the hackathon ones.
Yeah.
We also have 9 A2SV projects displaying, but that's for the different session. Now we are
Yeah.
focusing on the hackathon projects. Thank you.
Great. So if you to limit yourself here, okay, you can actually use it as well. And then you can have it with this, okay? First screen, how do you make it? I think it's already first screen, it's because it's, yeah. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Ismail from Ethiopia, and this is my teammate Asia from Tanzania. And our team is Get AI. So as you can see from the slides, our main goal is empowering consumers across Africa. So how do we do that? Well, before I proceed into the solution, I'm going to elaborate a little more about the problem. So the problem is lack of product awareness, especially for local African products. So to paint a picture and give you a clear image on why product awareness is a very significant or serious topic, I'm going to tell you a little example. So around that, back in 2010s in Kenya, a bleach manufacturing company called JIC had a simple label change on their products. So this minor change had severe consequences because the label said 101 users on it. So when they wanted to tell them that there are multiple use cases for their products, but still within the cleaning aspect. But the way that people understood is like it can replace all the functionalities that the bleach could have. So some people were using it like to bleach their skins. Some people were using it to clean their edible products like fruits and vegetables. And as you can imagine, this has caused a lot of problems because people were getting hospitalized due to food poisoning and skin damage. So if a simple mislabeling could cause this much problem, you can imagine local African products that their information is scarcely available on the internet or other platforms, the impact they would have in Africa. So in short terms, the problem is lack of easily accessible local product information. This leads to inappropriate use of the products, which eventually leads to lack of trust between the consumers and the product manufacturers. So what is the solution? Well, our solution is providing these accurate product informations to our users through a chatbot system. So basically how our app functions is you scan the barcode of the product, it retrieves information from our database. So the information about the product that we have is directly sourced from the company. So this is one of the benefits. We guarantee the accuracy of the product information that we provide through our chatbot system. And another feature that we have implemented is, since it's an African product and we are trying to solve African problems, we have provided multiple African language support. So people can ask it in African languages and it can respond in African languages as well. So you might ask, what makes us different? What makes us more unique, like from searching on Google using ChatGPT? Well, one advantage that we have is, excuse me, one advantage that we have in terms of them is like we offer multiple features. Like when you search on Google, especially local products, you won't find detailed information that you might ask. So when we return back to the previous example that I gave, the bleach product, people could have asked our chatbot like, can I use this for my face? Can I apply it as a skin bleach? Or they could ask, can I use this to wash edible products? So this kind of functionality isn't available on Google. Like if you search very specific questions, the best you can find is like maybe at best images of the product or basic general information. So this is one of the benefits that we offer. So what is the market opportunity? So currently, the African continent is populated with around 1.5 billion people. So around half of that, or around 500 million people, is a mobile smartphone user. So from that, we can assume that the market opportunity is very high. So even 25% of those users is a very large amount. So this could be a great opportunity for us. And the way that the trajectory of how products how different product sectors is rising is very beneficial for us as well. For example, consumable products like edible products are projected to grow by 40% by 2025. Beauty products have an 8% annual growth each year, and within the next 5 years, it's going to have a great impact as well. So this application has great hopes in achieving in these sectors. So as I've mentioned before, the African market opportunity is based on the population of the country. Okay, so competitors analysis. So there are other alternatives similar to what we offer, but not all of them provide the same features that we do. So they might not have the barcode system that we have implemented, or the local product alternatives, or the multilingual support that we have. So if you get one feature, you lose the other. So that's the benefit that we have. That's the advantage that we have over our competitors. Okay. So what's the business model? So how are we planning to generate revenue from this application? Well, we have two ways that we generate revenue from this application. First, we generate revenue from the consumer side. So from the people who are scanning the barcode and getting information, we have a basic plan, which is free and available. So the features that I mentioned earlier, like the barcode scanning, the AI chatbot system, and the multiple language support are freely available for every customers. But there is a premium plan that costs around $3 per month. So in this plan, users can have premium features like product suggestions, comparing to different products, and many other features like that. So this is the way that we generate revenue from the consumer side. But the main way we generate revenue is from the producer side. So there are four ways that we generate revenue from the manufacturers or the producer side. The first one is providing data analysis. So when users come in on our applications and ask questions and give feedback, we are collecting that information and offering it for the producers at a price, that is. So this kind of information is very useful in making effective decision making for companies. So based on the feedback they receive, based on the question that they ask, they can improve their products. So another way we generate revenue is like the feedback and user rating of products. So basically it's similar to the previous way, but instead of the data that we collect from the users, it's direct feedback that the users give to the companies as well. So another way we generate revenue is API subscriptions. So users can product manufacturers can use our chatbot system. Like they can implement our chatbot system on their own platforms, on their own websites, and provide customer support easily using our API subscriptions. So the last way we generate revenue is brand partnerships. So our application has a homepage where users can look at products, different kind of products. So this is basically functioning as an advertisement. We provide pop-up and notification advertisement as well for the companies. So these are the four ways that we are planning to generate revenue from the producers or manufacturer side. So let's take a look at the timeline. So how are we planning to make this application a reality? So as you can see here, we already have completed the initial development phase. Like the 3 to 4 months are already completed. We have the main features already incorporated. Okay, so I think for the sake of time, I'm gonna be short. Okay, so we're planning to add advanced features like data analysis insights and API for producers within a short period of time. And we're also planning on making expansions and partnerships with companies to source information from them and add it to our database so users can have access to it. And scope widening, like call to actions inside the chatbot system. Like users can go directly to where the manufacturers are selling their products so they can buy it. So this is another feature that we're planning to add. And finally, why stop there? We can go beyond that by integrating it into an e-commerce application like Amazon and AliExpress, and maybe within our application as well. So user projections, like this was asked before, like at the start of the presentation. We plan on gathering around 200K users within the span of 3 years. So how do we do that? Well, sorry, excuse me. So let's get to the financial projections for our application here. So basically, we said that there is a $3 premium plan, but we don't expect everyone to use our $3 premium plan. So at minimum, at least, we intend to generate $1 from each consumer that uses our application, either through subscriptions or either through the advertisements that we are sharing on our applications. Okay. So what's our ask? So why are we standing? Why are we standing here? Why are we telling you this? So what kind of support do we want from you? Well, the main kind of support that we want is funds. So the total amount that we are asking is around $15,000. So the way we are going to use that, the way we're going to utilize these funds is by team expansion and operational costs, product development, and marketing strategy. So as we've said earlier, the operational cost is the one that lasts and that is continuous, and that's always going to be a cost. So that's the major cost that we are going to have. You know, so go to market plan. So do you want to explain this part? Take over.
Okay, I'm going to explain what's our next step. So we have this plan about partnership with the brand and manufacturers. So have to obtain and to collect more data. So have to bring this in advantage to many categories, like in agriculture, especially in baby products. And also we have planned to go to market and promotion, like social media promotion and marketing, also referral marketing. Also we have in-stores demonstration to go directly to the store, like supermarket and shop, to explain to people about how to use this application and how it's going to solve problem in Africa, so people can see the impact, how it's going to solve the impact. Okay, meet our team. We have Obimba, our team lead. Unfortunately, he's not here. He's a full stack developer from Nigeria. I'm Asia Haji from Tanzania. I'm machine learning engineer. We have Aderian, machine learning engineer and backend developer from Nigeria. We have Ismail, UX UI designer from Ethiopia, and we have Stefan, front-end developer from Ghana. So thank you for listening. We are very open to hear your feedback. You can contact us. This is our email and our contact number. Thank you.
Thank you. And actually, that's really great solution for the major problems, because you have too many kinds of dialects in Africa, and I think it should be in a market. But I'm not sure about, is there any another competitors in the market in Africa, because that's the huge problem. I can't imagine no one looks in this area. But by the way, and the biggest barrier to market is like this kind of apps is the acquisition, the customers. In our country, we have some kind of apps using for barcode scanning, and says you how healthy the food or how junk the food. So it's really working model, and I'm really sure you will do that. And I want to ask, do you enter the label informations in all stuffs in Africa? Did you take from the market and train your AI with that?
Well, the main source of information for our application, for our AI, is we source the information directly from the companies to ensure the accuracy. And as we've said before, this kind of information, like local African product information, is not accessible from the internet and other sources. Like, so depending on such sources is not going to be a good solution in the long term. So that's why we've decided to collect information directly from the company that's producing that product.
And actually, that's the perfect solution, is the real-time feedback, actually, by for the brands and for the customers as well. Because if there's some misinformation on the label, you can get the feedback on real time by the customers. It's the really major value proposition for that. Maybe you can focus on the misinformation on the labels, not on the using ways. sometimes the biggest brands have some mistakes for their label or some kind of regulation things. Maybe you can find out what's wrong, and that's really nice solution for the brands and biggest another kind of companies. So that's really perfect roadmap. If I'm looking the business model, yes, it will be work, and yes, I will just expectations because I don't know the African culture, and the people's get habit to check on the phone to every kind of foods or every kind of products. I'm not sure about that, but thank you, and perfect business model on this startup. I'm really happy to hear about this kind of products from them.
Thank you
Thank you very much.
very much.
So,
And
are there any questions like from any of you?
maybe Solomon, Mr. Solomon can ask some questions about.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate the product. It's great. I feel it's a very important product. We need this in the market. At least in my country, Ethiopia, I know we don't have access to such solutions, especially when it comes to the this chemical and like medicine, pharmaceutical products, especially when it comes to them. There is a big problem, you know. There are descriptions on the product packaging also, but there is nowhere to access that information in local language. This will be a very, very important product to the community, very impactful. Yeah, so I think I don't have that much question. Just my concern is on data collection. You said you collect data from the manufacturers. What's your progress right now regarding that? Are you yet to start from the scratch? Are you yet to start the data collection, or is it collected real time? How is it collected? Is it collected and stored, or is it accessed real time from the manufacturers? How is that? And if you didn't start collecting data yet, how long will it take to collect the amount of data that is enough to onboard customers?
Um, I have. Thank you for the question. For this initial development, we just collected data for ourselves, but our main focus is collaborating with partners and manufacturers so that they can give us the information and we store them in our database so that the user can get information from our database. So we're collecting them directly from the manufacturing brands and partnering, collaborating with them. They give us their data and we are storing them to our database. Then the we try to expand the data collection and more in more category and more company. So we are storing that data in our database. So the chatbot query the data from our database, not from other sources. And I think my teammate can explain that more.
Okay, so what you mean by that is like we collect the information directly from the manufacturers, but when we do that, like it's not like a real time or from the market or things like that. So the companies provide the information to us, and we have prepared many kinds of incentive, as you said before. It's going to be tiresome at some point. It's going to be cumbersome to collect information from each companies one by one and going to them. So we offer incentives so the companies come to us and give us the information that we need for our AI models. So as we said before, like the business models that we have for the company side, like the AI data insight, the advertisements, and stuff like that. We offer some for a limited amount of time for free for newcomer companies, so they can come to us and give us the information that we need. So that's one way that we are trying to collect information very fast. And after some point, we are planning to prepare like a separate platform where the companies can add the information themselves, update the information that they have already added, and make any adjustments that they have if there are issues or any problems in the information that they have already provided. Okay, so that's it.
Sure, thank you. To follow up on that, just two questions. One is, like, do you prioritize any products for your, to start your business, or what products are you prioritizing right now? That's my first question. Like, are you trying to collect data for every product, or are you prioritizing some kind of product?
So currently, based on suggestions and feedback that we have received from many people, we are prioritizing products that are sensitive. For example, drugs, medicines, infant products like edibles and medical contents. So that kind of products take priority first because people tend to want to know about these kind of products. So people get in to ask information about these kind of products first. So basic information like food, water, and things like that, people don't want to know more about these kind of products. So yeah, based on that, that's what we are trying to do right now.
Yeah, great, great. I was about to suggest that as well. My last question is, how is the data collection done? Like, what is the process of collecting data? And like, I can understand like how big the data would be, even if you pick only the drugs, like leaving all the other products. If you want to collect about the drugs only, it will be a lot. So how much labor is it costing you? Like, are you gonna will you be able to do this with a small amount of teams, or is it gonna require you as a large amount of team? What is the data collection process, and what's the resource requirement to collect enough data?
Okay, so as we've mentioned earlier, like currently right now, we are adding the information manually, like to our database through endpoints, so API endpoints. But that's not a long-term solution. Like it's just for demo and prototype purposes. I've mentioned this earlier. Companies will be provided like a separate platform where they can add the information, like based on a specific criteria and maybe like a form, so they can fill in the information themselves. I guess that's how we can collect the data in the long term. The main issue would be like managing that amount of data, because a large amount of data is going to be collected from multiple companies. So I think that's the main concern that we have right now. And the scalability will be the solution for that.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, team. I think we can switch to the next team. Our next project is called 23 Weeks. So what is magical about 23 weeks? Any guesses, our valuable investors?
Did you say
23 weeks.
23 weeks.
23 weeks? I have no idea.
So we are about to figure it out all together.
Sure.
I'm not sure about 23 weeks.
That's okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can get started.
Ah, okay. After pregnancies get it started. Okay.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Let me introduce you to our solution named 23 Weeks. So, this name reflects. Sorry for that. So, this name reflects a critical moment during pregnancy it's the 23rd week, known for its significance in fetal development. So let me introduce you to Amina. Amina is an expectant mother. She's navigating the complexities of her pregnancy. So Amina, like millions of women, is constantly worried about her baby's health. She struggles to find reliable information and feels overwhelmed by the lack of trustworthy and reliable information. On the other hand, gynecologists also face their own hurdles, since they still rely on traditional ultrasound machines and manual anomaly detection methods, which can be prone to human errors and time consuming. And we have also some shocking numbers. Based on the World Health Organization, we have over 830 women dying daily from pregnancy related complications, with sub Saharan Africa accounting for two-thirds of these deaths. This is an urgent call for innovation, and this is where the Team Harissa steps in. So we've developed 23 weeks application. It's a web application that bridges both gynecologists and pregnant women. So in our application, we provide a different set of features. We have, for example, ultrasound classification, brain structure detection, image enhancement quality, and head circumference measurement. So all these features are mainly based to enhance accuracy in diagnosis. As for pregnant women, we offer different features that mainly tailored to encourage pregnant women during their pregnancy and offer them the knowledge and tools that they need. So, so when developing our solution, we focus on three key points, which are sorry for the interruption, but the presentation isn't working as at the same level, so we're just interrupted a bit. We'll just reshare our screen.
Yes, now looks okay.
Okay, great. So we'll just redo the features. So in our solution, we provide different features both for gynecologists and pregnant women. Our main focus is to enhance the diagnostic accuracy, so provide ultrasound classification, brain structure detection, as well as image enhancement qualities and other features. As for pregnant women, our main focus is to offer them the knowledge and tools they need during their pregnancy. So when developing our solution, we mainly focused on offering a solution that is lawful, fair, and transparent. So 23 weeks now respects users' privacy, ensures inclusivity, adheres to regulatory standards, and offers high accuracy and precision AI models. So our solution was mainly based on the user feedbacks that we've collected from pregnant women and from gynecologists. Also, our solution responds to many SDGs as well as of the MDGs. Moving on, we have to look at the bigger picture, the market opportunity. So AI in healthcare market is projected to skyrocket, reaching $208.2 billion in by 2030. We have also that in Africa, the population is expected to reach 7.31 billion by the same year. And this demographic expansion is an urgent call for healthcare infrastructure renovation. And this is where 23 weeks comes in. So to stand out against our competitors, our solution offer comprehensive AI-powered features that offer unmatched support between gynecologists and the pregnant women. So for our future plans, so we aim to create a mobile application to better to offer better access for pregnant women. We aim to also to integrate third parties like clinics and hospitals to help monitor their workflows, as well as integrating wearable gadgets to better track pregnant women health. So moving on to the packages, so we have different packages for pregnant women, all at affordable prices, and we have the same thing for gynecologists. We mainly want to offer make sure that all gynecologists have access to essential and AI-driven tools. So we also aim to forge partnerships with the ministries of health across Africa to integrate our medical data in their systems. Google Health to bring our solution with their remote ultrasound machines to women in rural areas, and with the help of Blue Health Ethiopia. They provide their experts and doctors will provide essential ultrasounds for women in need. Our go-to-market strategy involves a multi-language support, which we provide in 23 weeks. We have different languages set up. We offer also, we want also to work on partnerships and collaborations with clinics and hospitals. And finally, we aim to raise awareness for pregnant women about um, their pregnancy. Next off, we are very, very active on our social media accounts, and that is to broaden our reach and engage directly with our audience. Now, during our work, we've established a SWOT analysis as well as BMC canvas analysis to better understand our market reach. We are also looking for grant from UNICEF, and we've successfully established a partnership and sponsorship with Esprit University and Medicine's Solution. So for our financial projections, we are aiming for investment of $500,000. So this amount, this budget will be divided like so. We need the 150K for mobile app development. For a native app development, testing, and quality, UI, its design, and localization. Next up, we need the 130K for AI hosting and infrastructure costs, divided like so. For the third point is expansion into North African markets. We need the 120K dollars. And finally, operational and administrative costs. We offer that we need the 100K dollars. So next off, we'll be answering your question, why invest in 23 weeks? So our solution offers clear revenue streams. So we have the AI-powered insights as a service. We have high growth potential, strategic exit opportunities, a good return on investment, and finally, substantial returns. So this is a call to join us, to embrace our vision and invest in our mission. And together we can elevate the healthcare in Africa and be there for babies and expectant mothers. Thank you all for listening. I hope you are as excited. So meet the team, and then thank you all for listening. And I hope you're as excited about 23 weeks as we are. Thank you. And Malik is here. He's ready to answer your question and show the demo.
All right, thank you for listening. So now we'll go over quickly our demo. We'll start off with our homepage. Here we can find all the basic informations, all the key features for both pregnant women and gynecologists, the use technology, and the packages. Next off, now let's check out. So basically, we have two type of users. One is the doctor, second is the pregnant mother. Starting off with the gynecologist interface. So this is the dashboards. As you can see, we have advanced statistics offered for the doctor. Next off, our first feature is the disease search. Here, a doctor can type any disease. For example, here anemia, and he can find all the related scientific articles and the researches done on this disease. Next off, we have quality enhancement. Here, the gynecologist can upload a noised or not clear ultrasound image, and it will be instantly enhanced. Our next feature is entity classification. Here, the doctor will enter a classification, an ultrasound, and our AI model would classify the organ. For example, here, fetal brain was detected with an accuracy of 100%. And our subclass, meaning which part of the brain is it? It was transdynamic with an accuracy of 19.32%. Our next feature is brain structure detection. Here, the doctor would also enter a brain ultrasound, and two main key parts will be detected, which are the LV and CSP. These give you an insight about the baby development status and can help you detect anomalies. Next up, we have the head circumference measurement. This process would take about 15 minutes with a gynecologist, but now our model does it instantly. As you can see here, the head circumference was calculated successfully, 14.48 centimeters. Also, the fetal age was detected, 17 weeks, and with an accuracy of 95.50%. Next off, we have the report generation. Here, a doctor would enter an ultrasound image, and our AI model would analyze all the details present in that ultrasound, and a very detailed report will be generated. Well, while waiting for the report, we'll move on to the next feature, which is the health tracking. Here, the doctor would enter the the pregnant women vitals, and you will get an output as the pregnancy risk level, whether if it's a low risk, high risk, or medium risk. Okay. So Now we click on predict. Sorry, 98, and this is 80. All right. So as you can see, low risk. Now, finally, the last feature for the gynecologist is the chat. Here he can chat with his patients. Now, moving on to the pregnant woman interface. Here the pregnant woman, our system would track the pregnant woman pregnancy. Here she is pregnant by 3 weeks. This is an approximation of the fetus size. For example, week 3, the fetus is about the size of poppy seeds with a brief explanation. And here a description of that week, like baby development, some tips to follow, and nutrition, and of course with a video. Next off, we have the chat feature. Here, Dr. Gino is a virtual gynecologist trained on medical data pregnancy related. The pregnant woman can ask it any questions, such as can I exercise during pregnancy, what to eat, what not to eat, and it will answer her with details. Here, the pregnant woman can talk with her like linked gynecologist, as we saw in the gynecologist interface. Next off, we have the story generation feature. The pregnant woman can enter any story topic, choose the number of chapters, and choose a language. We have English, French, Amharic, and Swahili. And a story will be generated with pictures. While waiting for the story to be generated, we also have a song generator, a baby name generator, sorry. Here, the pregnant woman would answer a couple of questions. For example, here we choose boy, name origin Amharic, name reflect peace, uh, medium, name starting with A, and after a couple of seconds, a couple of names will be generated close to the pregnant woman preferences. Next off, we have the song generator. So here, the pregnant woman would enter a description such as, I want the song to calm my baby, I want a song about love, joy, happiness, anything. Unfortunately, this process takes a little long and you are pressed. So we'll move to the next one. Here we have a pregnancy reminder. So basically, the pregnant woman would speak, and the LLM would process the speech and add the event to the calendar. We'll test it right now.
Remind me to take my medicine daily at 10 a.m.
So the text will be processed and it will be added to the event as a calendar. Next off, we have a blog filled with articles for the pregnant women related to every week. So, for example, for week 1, 2, 3, the woman will read articles: what to eat, what not to eat, how many calories not to exceed, what type of exercise can I or can do, etc. Like it will accompany you in every week of her pregnancy. And finally, we have virtual yoga classes where the pregnant woman can enroll and practice yoga destined for pregnant women. And let's finish off with the account settings. She can update basic name, email, and here she can update the pregnancy start date and her given gynecologist. Also, our platform is actually multi-language, so we currently support English, French, and Arabic, and multi-team also. That was about it. Thank you very much for. Yes, this was the report. Sorry, you kind of waited for it. So the generated report, as you can see, it extracted all the information from the ultrasound, detailed analysis, the detected structures in the report, the findings, significance, and recommendations. And of course, a disclaimer to tell it this is not a final report and you need to always check with the medical expert. Thank you very much for watching, and we will be happy to answer your questions.
So, first of all, I want to ask, how can you manage the patient health records and data? Is that any regulation around Africa about that?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So basically, there are three main regulatory like organizations we're following, which are the HIPAA laws, the GDPR, and the AI Act. So we're handling all the patient data based on these laws. We're adhering by them, and also for the medical records. Once
Mhm.
the doctor signs up, he has the option to actually link an EHR system he's using. We'll show you right now. So the patient records can also be handled with a separate software. Like I will explain in just a moment. So here we'll try to create a new doctor account.
Okay, because
Yes.
taking the patient medical records, it's risky about kind of
Yes.
attacks.
Yes, however, all data is encrypted in our systems,
Yeah.
and also we're using our own server, so it's decentralized. And here, as you can see, like when the doctor signs up, he can link his own EHR system, which takes care of the medical records and all, and it will be linked to his 23 weeks account. So it's completely secure for the doctor to handle patient data and records. Not to mention the security we're applying, of course, to treat our data.
Yeah. Okay. And the gynecologist and did the last time check for the reports just before sending the patient
Yes.
because it looks a little bit risky, as you know, and you generating the medical report. Yes, you can get the disclaimer, but it's not enough. The most cases, if you're thinking about babies.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So first of all, actually, the report generation feature is available to the gynecologist and not to the pregnant woman. So it's being generated to a medical expert. He can use it like to save time, to make the process faster. Of course, we know also that sometimes the human eye can miss some details. Our AI model can help him like find things he didn't even look for. Also, like as I said, there's something called AI Act, and we've adhered with all like the rules
Yeah.
it suggested. Like we need to when using any AI models in our system. As you can see here, all of this will be read by the gynecologist only.
Yeah.
He,
Also,
he, he, he doesn't have to 100% rely on it, but it will
yeah.
certainly help him with her work. Thank you.
It's a totally different business model, I guess, if you ask to me, because it's so complicated way. Mm, I connect in a Canadian startup and maybe 3 years ago about ultrasound and X-ray image processing without AI. They are using too much data for train their tool, but now we can do with the AI, but still it depends on how much data on background to AI model, as you know. So if you are working and focusing on the image processing, it's totally different. I think maybe you can outsource or you can focus just one way, because if you come around, we are just touch your pregnancy period and you're just going to gynecologist thing for the another way. It looks too hard to manage both sides. So in case of just the notice about this kind of, because it looks totally complicated and different business models, but that's perfect way to get integrated each other. But it looks hard if you ask to me, but that's perfect. I really congrats to you.
Well, thank you very much for that. And as we mentioned, like we're currently have two gynecologists as partners actually, and they have worked in both France and Tunisia, our home country, and they're the one that helped us during this process to like develop the whole features and everything.
And I will check the Google Health. I don't know how to cooperate with them, but I want to check the Google Health and what happens around there. I didn't heard
Yes,
before.
they're actually working on a very similar project. Do you want to explain more about?
So actually, Google Health is working on a project to integrate these AI models into a remote ultrasound machines. So that's why we integrated. So that's why we did our AI models, and we aim to do a partnership with them, so we can integrate it into these remote ultrasound machines, so we can have access to all women across our continent, Africa, so we can help them have their diagnosis during pregnancy.
I hope so. Thank you.
Any more questions or feedback?
Mr. Solomon, did you ask?
Yeah, I think it's a great product. My question is, I don't know if I think I didn't understand the product well, but I see some differences. But with this telemedicine startups, it has a lot of similarities with those startups, right? So what is your competitive advantage from those telemedicine online apps that connect those pregnant women and their gynecologist?
All right. First of all, thank you very much for your question. So just to clear the project again, so our project 23 weeks is its goal is to empower both gynecologists and pregnant women. It's a project to enhance the prenatal care. Like currently in Africa, over 830 women die. So we from pregnancy complications. That was the problem we started from. We have a site for gynecologists and a site for pregnant women. Currently, in the whole world, there isn't any product that offers like features for both sides in one product. Our product isn't really about telemedicine. It just offer features to enhance prenatal care, like generally for both sides, for the gynecologist and for the pregnant one. For the gynecologist, we're looking to to to, uh, to reduce misdiagnostics by including AI, because we know that sometimes there are some human mistakes made, and AI can fix those. And for pregnant women, you know that sometimes pregnant women may have some questions, something like, but she doesn't have the right resources. Well, we're here to offer that and to fill some other gaps. Uh, Now, do you understand the product better?
Yeah, I
Okay,
got it.
so thank
So
you.
can you talk a little bit about your traction? I think I have seen that you said you are requesting 500K, right?
Yes, we are.
What's your traction?
This is what slides. Okay, and your question was, sorry?
What's your traction? Your milestones so far?
Okay, so currently we've been working on our project for 3 months. We've developed a prototype, as you can see. Yes, we've developed the prototype. We've been working on the AI models. We're currently adding new features. Also, the mobile app is currently under construction, like under implementation, and we've started with the partnerships, and we're here today.
Oh, sure. So, like it's not launched to the market officially, right? It's at
Yes, currently we're in the test phase. Actually, we have a couple of gynecologists and pregnant women currently testing the application.
so in that case, um, like, is it how far can you is it a must to get the 500K to launch your product to the market? You know, with this level of traction, raising 500K might be tricky for you. It might request some level of traction to raise 500K.
Yes, well, you know, we have a big vision. We want to expand in Tunisia, Morocco, and Algeria. And actually, this is just a prototype. The vision we have is a more amazing product. Not to talk about the infrastructure, like currently we have an infrastructure like maybe it handles about 50 to 100 or to 100 users. However, the number of users we're looking at we require a lot more, and AI resources cost a lot. So yes.
So we actually need the 500K for doing other projects. So we need it for the development, first of all, of our AI models and our new features. We need it also for the infrastructure because we have a lack of support of infrastructure in Africa. We need it also to the expansion into North African markets and then in all Africa. We need it for the administrative costs and the software costs. We need it, of course, for the marketing. So that's why we are seeking for 500K. And I hope that I answered your question.
And if you ask my advice, as Mr. Solomon is right too, and I can advise about you. I have the online pet startup before. It's around 10 years ago. And I'm a veterinarian also. So I'm just checking the ecosystem like I can solve this problem. I can solve another. I can solve too many conditions. I try to provide any kind of services. But then I just look and the people just only one thing by side, and then it's going a step by step. Yes, it's in the total 500,000 K is will be perfect for you for all of your vision. I totally agree with you, but maybe just part of part, step by step, and maybe check on the minimal viable product. It's just we are focusing on the problems on the pregnancy, during pregnancy, not the conditions, not the other reports. Just focus on the one piece, and then take your targets, and then maybe small piece of amount you can take your milestones, and then take another investment round. Because if you are looking with the $500,000, everyone looks the metrics, looks the transactions, looks the retention. It's not paying like that. Just kind of imagine. Please don't understand wrong from this kind of steerson. Because if you're looking on the entrepreneur, you are just try to want every problem and solution, but just keep on the step by step and small pieces amount of the investment, and then going big and going big. Yes, at the end, your total big vision doesn't change, but the people will understand easier if you are taking small steps by all the milestones and roadmap. And maybe you get a background with the financial projections, and that will be perfect way for you.
Great feedback. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I want to say as well. Like products, like traction is more convincing than the idea to the investors. Yeah, traction is more convincing than the idea. So you should be able to see, like show some traction with a lower amount of money. Then that will build a ground for you to raise another, like highest amount of money. For example, if you like, I mean, in our company, for example, at Renew Capital, traction is a requirement. It might not be the same on every investment firms, but for us, for example, even to invest from 150 to 300K, we will need a traction, some level of traction. The startup should have shown some traction, should have brought its idea to the market, tested the product, then it should show the scalability of the business. There should be a sign that the business will be scalable. But at the idea stage, do not focus on raising a larger amount of money. Focus on raising like 100K or 150K. Then you will work on with that money. Then you will build your product to the level that can raise this amount of money.
We appreciate your advice. Thank you very much.
And also do not expect every investors and understand your project and your plan. Everyone, the investors looking on the metrics and checking about the business, because you can't expect the understand as your project, because you are the owner of the project. The investors looking the tractions and metrics and the customers and the paying customers and etc. But if you know your job and know your project, you will be get step by step, and they will convince you after tractions, as Mr. Solomon said.
Okay, thank you very much.
Keep going.
Yeah, the idea
Thank
is
you.
great. Appreciate your
Thank you.
work.
Emre, beni duyabiliyor musun?
Yes.
Kısa bir şey yapacağım. Normalde toplantı 6'ya kadar görünüyordu. Ben de 7'de başka bir görüşmem var. Arada yemek yerim diyordum. Yemeği boş verdim ama son bir tane daha startup göreyim, sonra devam edeyim hayatıma.
Tamam hocam. Çok
Bol
teşekkür ediyorum. Çok sağ olun. Okay.
Çok
Team,
keyifli.
let's continue quickly. Who's the next project? Please, team.
Thank you.
By the way, Solomon, thank you very much for your time. This is taking longer time than we anticipated. Sorry for that. But
No
I'm
worries.
very happy to see that the engagement is there. You're asking the questions and showing our young entrepreneurs what things that they need to care to have a sustainable, healthy business, investable business. Thank you.
My
All right,
pleasure.
team, let's go quickly, please. All right, team, are you guys ready? Yeah, please share your screen. Entire screen is fine. It's also fine, yeah. Beautiful, thank you.
Okay, right. So we can start whenever you want. Okay, so hello everyone. Hello dear audience. Hello everyone. Hello dear audience. Hope you are doing well. We are Team K3A from Algeria, and today we are presenting our project named Cognify. So before getting to the solution, let's first get familiar with the problem. So this is John. John is the CEO of a big international tech company. And like any company, they need a collaborative way to store their files. And throughout his year of experience, John have noticed a few problems related to file management. First, people don't care about organizing their folders. People don't care about grouping similar files together. And often, people don't even care about naming their files properly. And this is doing a lot of damage to the organization, actually. And to put some numbers on this problem, a study suggests that the average employee takes about 18 minutes to search for a file. And this can sum up to about 5 hours a week. So if you're an organization, and let's say you have 1,000 employees, paying them about $10 an hour for like 50 weeks in a year. So basically, you're paying $2.5 million to your employees so that they can search for files. So basically, outside of the file management problems, organizations are also target to some data regulation laws. Here in Africa, a lot of countries nowadays have installed data protection laws, especially when it comes to sharing data abroad. And it's the case, for example, for Algeria, for Senegal, for Morocco, for Tunisia, for South Africa, and even for Ethiopia. And actually, if you're a large organization and you want to share your files and you want to put it, for example, in a Google Drive where the servers are available in Europe, this is simply not possible. And many companies have already suffered from one of these laws. Basically, now it's high time we get to our solution. Our solution is named Cognify. Cognify is an AI-powered cloud storage solution that allows you to manage your file easily. Cognify comes with a bunch of features. The first feature would be the automatic file hierarchy suggestion. So let's suppose that you have a Google Drive folder and you have some files on it. So our cloud storage system
suggest to you that it could order all your files for you in a smart way. It comes with an AI explanation about what the AI is suggesting to organize your folders like, and you can either approve or discard the changes. Second feature would be the search. Unlike classical search, our system requires you to search not by the file name, but either with natural language. You look closely how I am searching for the file. Document containing the Olympics medals. I am not searching by the name of that file. I am providing a description. Next, we do have an contextual chatbot. So when you upload a file on our cloud storage system, our system reads the content of your file, and then your chatbot will be fully aware about the data it is contained. So let's suppose that I want to search, for example, about the annual revenue of the year 2022 that I have uploaded a long time ago, and I don't remember where I put that file or what the file was named. So I can simply query the chatbot, what was the annual revenue of 2022, and it will automatically find that file, retrieve that information for me, and give it to me, and answer the annual revenue of 2022 was that amount, without even having me searching for the file or even downloading it. The best thing about our application is the fact that every software component can be deployed locally. So our solution is not reliant on any third-party providers, meaning that you can deploy our application locally. So if you're an organization and you care about your data and you do have some servers and an operational team, we can come to your organization, deploy our app on your organization, and your data will remain safe inside of your own server so that no one in the world could access it. Well, now let's get to the market. So our solution is tailored to large companies mainly, as they will represent our main source of revenue. Also, we could target some other segments, such as small to medium-sized businesses and individuals. Even though they will not represent the major part of our revenue, they could be useful in a way to acquire some early customers and also to enhance our brand image. And also, they could be potentially some future clients when they develop in the future. So about the market size, there are about 450 large companies here in Africa, and each company having from 500 to 50,000 employees. With a quick calculation, we can estimate the market size of about 4 million users in Africa. If we capture 1% of the market with an average user expense of about $6, we would be with $240,000 monthly in revenue, which is basically a solid $3 million. Well, for the business model, as any cloud service provider, we work in a subscription model that provides various themes for individuals. For enterprises, we do have a specific plan for them. Each tier has its own, offers its own features and has its own tier of pricing. And for enterprises, we still for flexible for the needs of each organization, and they can contact us directly so that we can discuss it. Next, for our competitors are the average cloud services providers, meaning Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, Dropbox, and Fabric. What makes our solution unique among all these solutions is, first, our solution is one of the only solutions that has the full package that allow your organization to optimize efficiently all the processes that are related to file management, meaning the search, the retrieval of the file, and all that stuff. Second, ensure the respect of data governance policies by having your data on your own servers here locally and not stored, let's say, elsewhere in some other countries. You are following the legal limitations imposed to you. And finally, keep your data safe by keeping your data inside of your own organization using a local deployment. So let's get to our finances. Our finances is divided into two main sections. First, we have the marketing cost following our marketing strategies, but we will detail this later. And we have all that maintenance of the infrastructure cost. So let's first get into the infrastructure cost. So after following our deployment plan, our MVP can rely on three machines for deployment. And we plan on adding 2 virtual machines, each 500 users. And we also have the costs that are related to the storage acquisition. Next, we have the marketing strategy. And the marketing strategy costs were calculated based on the Algerian market and casted, and when casted to US dollars, we end up with $1,600 a month. So for our revenue, based on all the information that we have provided in the financials, our product can reach the break even with 550 users. So for our team, this is myself, Yakan Sofian, External Relations Co-Manager at the local Google Developers Group. And we also do have the actual lead and the ex-lead of the Google Developer Groups there in Algiers. We also do have a technical manager at School of AI responsible of all the AI part, and a webmaster at another club there in Algiers. So that was for our solution. What are you waiting to join us into the future of the cloud storage revolution and help us and help the whole African industry boost their productivity and change the way people search, people retrieve their files, and make the human brain think about other things rather than simply searching for files and all that stuff. Thank you so much. That was all for our presentation. So, is there any kind of place where I can hear the sound? Excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything.
I think you can hear us. Can you hear
Yes,
us?
Pura. We do
Okay.
hear you.
Yeah.
So my first question is the secure of the data and confidently. And I think we can store in the local drivers, but you can just connecting to our local drivers to use your tool stuffs, right?
Excuse me, sir. The sound just got activated. Could you please repeat your question?
Okay, so my first question is how you manage the file security and confidentially.
Of course. Basically, we are aware that of the fact that we are managing files of the users, and if a user uses a file, this is a complete catastrophe. That's why like we need to think deeply about the levels of security that are either on the software level or on the whole infrastructure level, and also like we need to make sure that people don't lose their files, or we need to prevent their files from being accessed from someone that is like not supposed to access them and everything. So a lot of things were done to prevent this, actually, either on the software side by implementing a large panel of like security protocols. So our front end is served via SSL and using all the encryption when uploading your file and retrieving it. And also on the infrastructure, we're using some rate limiters and preventing all the attacks, and even the authentication system is using like GWT tokens and all that kind of stuff. Also, all the data is backed on the database, on the vector database, and also on the cloud storage system. So basically, in terms of security, also like outside of the fact that you can deploy our app locally, meaning you can have your files inside of your own servers, meaning no one in the world could access that machine. A lot of security measures were taken.
Isolating like physically, if you're unsure about that. So, and what's your unique value against the Google or Microsoft developing like this kind of tool on their drive stuffs?
Okay, so basically, compared to Google Drive or classical Drive, I think that we didn't get to see the features yet. We didn't get to the demo. That's why, like, you didn't have a clear glimpse of all the features that we are offering. So I would suggest to go quickly over the demo now. Okay, with you guys. I'm really sorry to.
I just want to know why Google not doing this.
The features that we are providing.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, the thing that is special about our thing, when you are talking about the features, is like the technology is brand new, I guess, because like RAG systems are pretty new, and like NVIDIA has released a system that does it, but like not in a cloud storage, all right? It does it on your local PC. So if you do have the latest like NVIDIA GPU installed on your computer, you can have access on the features that we have discussed like in a few minutes ago, natural language search and the AI chatbot that will access your files and everything. But for the files that you are providing, we are the first like cloud storage system that offers all this kind of stuff.
Is there any way to integrate a Google Drive or Microsoft Drive system? Is there any way to do that?
Meaning, like when you have your files stored inside of a Google Drive and you want
Yeah.
to migrate the data from Google Drive to our solution, is that your question?
Yeah.
So basically, this is theoretically possible, all right? But like this solution was, we are developing an MVP, all right? So this solution was made to like fulfill all the basic needs that organizations could need from a file storage system, and we're just trying to test the market and get users' feedback about what should interest them and everything. So for this feature, yes, it is possible by getting some sort of access to the Google Drive of some people, and actually there is no big problem with that. A lot of services have access to your local Google Drive and everything, but the feature is not available yet.
Okay. Maybe it's integrated with Google Drive and I can search by your tool. It transforms you from the company to tool, actually. So I will respect your vision. But I just want to ask, just thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Mr. Solomon, do you have any questions about?
Yeah, couple of questions. I mean, I might be repeating a question because I was interrupted by the network. I joined now. So my question is again on the data security. I know this was asked, but I missed your answer. Just a brief answer on that. How is the strength of the data security management? Then is it integrated with other drives like OneDrive or Google Drive, or it's a standalone storage management system? That's one question. But I appreciate the product, by the way. It's the pain point is not only those big companies, even with those 50, 60 companies. This file management is like a big pain point. So,
Mr. Solomon, I just asked the same questions, and I want to say that's the real customer problem and real customer inspection, actually. Maybe it's kind of trial for you.
Yeah.
So, am I hearing myself? Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, if you could confirm your question divided into two sides. So first, you want to ask about the security of the data, okay? And the second thing was, okay, if we are integrating our app with existing cloud storage system, okay?
Yeah.
So first, going into the first part of the question about the security part. Security is about like making the files not being accessed by people that are not supposed to get access to some files. Secondly, it's about making sure that files are not lost in the process and everything. And also, it's about making sure that you can like store and retrieve your files and store them. So basically, for these three aspects, securities were made on the software level, on the infrastructure level, and also not by mentioning the fact that you can deploy our app locally on your own servers, because we can directly understand that if you have your files directly on your servers, no one in the world could access it. So on the software level, all the functions and every transaction, everything operation was made using database transactions. Advanced security protocols was implemented. When you upload the file, all the content is encrypted, and when you download it, it's actually decrypted for you to upload it. Also, for the front end, we're serving it either with the authentication using various protocols. We're serving it via SSL, and also for the backend, also we're serving it via SSL, and also we're backing up our databases, vector database, normal database, and cloud storage. So basically, and also on the infrastructure level, we've implemented a lot of security measures like rate limiters or securities that doesn't allow people to access on our system from the outside and that kind of stuff. So I don't think if I should go more technical about that, but for the security, I think I don't know if you're satisfied with the answer until now.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
Okay.
good.
And for the integration part, so actually for now we are having our own file management system, meaning that we've coded it like inside of our project, all right? So we're not reliant on any third-party provider where we could, for example, use an API to store some files or things like that. If that's for the storage, right? And also for the feature, meaning importing files from a Google Drive. So as I said, as I answered previously, so this could theoretically be possible. The feature is real, is feasible, but I think we need to search more about like the possible things, the possible feasibility about this solution. But I think by granting us access to your Google Drive or your Dropbox or your cloud storage, would easily be able to import those files to our system, right? But you need to understand that we are releasing an MVP. Okay, so we are trying to like fulfill the basic needs of organizations, and by this we are trying to get the feedback of the different users and maybe extend it to the future. So my final answer would be theoretically possible, but in an MVP we don't provide that for now.
Got you. Thank you. Yeah, just because this is because I'm just curious on the, I think your biggest challenge will be building this credibility. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to convince the customers. Like, if I think of our company, for example, the data management is a big hassle. That's a big issue that we always try to solve, but it will be hard to trust and move to that kind of file management. It's not easy because we manage this, like not only our files, we also hold third-party files like startups files. As an investor, we hold startups files, the files that we signed NDAs. Like information is very sensitive overall, so that would be the biggest challenge. That's why I'm asking how you build the trust.
For feedback.
But it's a great product.
By the way, Bushra joined us.
Yes.
Bushra, I think you are going to leave and substitution time.
Yeah, it's kind of, but Bushra was also in one of our investment teams. So I have to leave right now for another meeting. So just thank you for everyone for coming, and also for you, Emre, for inviting me, like kind of this participation. So I'm so happy to meet you all guys, and also Mr. Sullivan, thank you for your cooperation, like in management for this, and say goodbye for right now, and Vishra in here, like kind of me. So thank you for all, and have a great day and great hackathon to all.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
See you, bro.
Bye.
Hi, Bushra. How are you?
Everybody. Hi, I'm fine. You? How are you?
Doing great. Thank you very much. Since you joined us late, do you mind introducing yourself to us?
Yeah, I'm working as a business analyst in Boğaziçi Ventures. It's like it has been 7 months. Yeah, like this. And I'm working with Bora and the rest of the investment team.
Thanks for joining us, Bushra. And we are seeing the finalist teams for A2SV Hackathon 2024. Out of 691 projects, we have the top 8 ones in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And they have been getting feedback from valuable investors like you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Yes, Solomon.
Yeah, to add one more question. So did you mention your ask and how you are going to use the fund?
Yes. So basically, if we get some funds, we will probably be using them on marketing because basically all the infrastructure at the beginning is not that doesn't cost much, and I think that every startup at the beginning of its journey needs to like all in on the marketing part. And so for the amount that we are asking for, so basically didn't really think of it deeply because majority of us like we're still a startup that is in a pre-seed phase following the lean startup methodology and everything. So it's kind of hard to estimate what is the valuation of the enterprise when it's on pre-seed and it doesn't have first clients and it doesn't have financial files yet. But like we would be very glad to like talk about it and like negotiate about it, and we're all very open about it.
Yeah, I suggest that to have like some kind of structure, like you should know at least how much you need to bring your product to the market. Like that discussion on the evaluation of your business, those things might need time, but at least when you come to when you pitch to an investor, you should be clear on your expenses needed, how much you need to achieve your MVP or so.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Just have something to say here. Don't let it be blank.
Mm.
That's not good.
So is there any other feedback or a question?
All right. Thank you very much, team. We will continue with the next team.
Okay. Very great team, by the way. Good luck, guys.
So our next team is from South Africa. Please get started with the state setup.
Yeah, have you joined the call? Please join the call. That's here already. Start presenting. Okay. Great. That's great. Can tell. Yes. Yeah, you can tell. We already have to, so you guys will have to share whenever. Hello. Is it you? Nice. Hello, everyone. My name is Kibal. This is Akshay, and this is Dylan. We are from the team SI24 from South Africa. And we are here to present our project, Languin. So what Languin is an artificial intelligence pronunciation coach that basically creates a personalized experience to help you learn to speak better. We have identified that many people across the world, especially in Africa, understand the English language very well, but still struggle to communicate effectively. There is a lack of personalized content and immediate feedback resources due to likely a lack of teachers, even though despite the increasing demand. This is exacerbated by the fact that there's a lack of accessible, structured tools for pronunciation practice.
Our solution to tackle these challenges is an AI-based coach with immediate feedback on pronunciation, and AI-powered personalization for learning specified content, and comprehensive mobile platform for structured learning. Our mission, we aim to empower language learners with interactive tools and real-time AI feedback to enhance pronunciation, confidence, and communication skills. Our value lies in a large customer base, including businesses and institutions. Our product is scalable to a variety of languages and users. Our competitive advantage is due to our unique solution, and we have an immediate resolution to communication barriers. Additionally, we have high potential for customer retention due to personalized user experience. Thank you.
So it seemed that there is a significant amount of potential for growth within this market. As you can see, the global edtech market cap between now and 2030 is expected to grow by around 400%. And call centers globally is another massive market. And that's estimated to grow by around 10%. In order to reach our customers, we have decided to target specific markets. This includes the call center industry. As the call center industry is rapidly growing, there's a great demand for it. And most people that work in the call center are based in countries like India and Philippines, where English is, maybe their second or third language. So we think that penetrating the call center industry is, would be vital to the project's success. Additionally, we will target remote workers, individual language learners, the education sector, and more. In order to provide value and in order to provide value to our customers and ourselves as a business, as well as our investors, we aim to create marketing campaigns targeting parents, traveling professionals, and call centers. We also aim to collaborate with businesses for employee training programs. And we would also like to partner with schools and language institutions. As you can see, we've compared our app, Languin, with competitor apps. We differentiate ourselves from Duolingo and Memrise as we provide an AI-powered pronunciation coach, which enhances the way you are able to speak by identifying key areas in the way you speak and how to improve them. As well as that, we also provide integration with businesses, as businesses would also be a vital target segment to cater to, as businesses may have foreign or remote employees that they need to train, and that also increases the business's reputation and staff morale.
So we consider a few points, a few key revenue streams for our business. The most straightforward one is a freemium model that allows users limited access to the platform, which is supported by ads, and they have the option to upgrade to a premium plan to get full access to the platform. Additionally, students are more encouraged to join our platform as we offer a student discount, but primarily our target audience will be businesses, things like businesses with traveling professionals, call centers, and even educational institutions. At the moment, this contains our financial estimations. So these are all based on estimates of about 10,000 monthly users, and making an assumption that 10% of the users are subscribed to a premium membership. Our operational costs, staff, marketing, all included. These are all estimates. Besides operational costs, none of these are in place at the moment. And even though we consider those things, the business should still make. So we intend to allocate funds as follows. 40% of our fund, 40% of our funds will go to technology and product development. 25% will go to marketing and partnerships. 20% will go to team expansion to get like more business people, more linguistic experts, more developers, things like that. and customer support, because as a product, we will be dealing with a lot of customers. As with any business, we have risks. And we've identified a few key risks that our business will have. The most obvious one is low adoption. And this is a risk that a lot of businesses face, especially when implementing novel solutions to existing problems. And the way we intend to mitigate that is creating strategic partnerships with maybe other language institutions, maybe businesses that would require a long-term need for a product, and then just targeted marketing. As with most edtech businesses, scaling infrastructure is a big problem. As we have more users, we need more storage, more hardware, more compute power. And the way we can avoid this is by using cloud-based services to have our platform scale as we need it. And finally, competition with similar AI products. So it's very easy for another company to say, hey, I like what you're doing. Why don't I just do the same thing? And that's very real in many companies. And the way we intend to mitigate this is by putting a lot of investment into the innovation of new technologies and basically trying to be always at the forefront of technology. So sustainable development goals. Our product fulfills 3 of the sustainable development goals, primarily quality education, decent work and economic growth, and reduced inequalities. And the reason for these is that our product enhances bonding with personalized real-time feedback, which is a lot more accessible for all of the audience. Employability for users is boosted as they get better translation skills, they can communicate more effectively, allowing them access to better opportunities, better jobs. And by virtue of it being a artificial intelligence-based platform online, it is accessible to anyone, anywhere, as long as you have an internet connection. We primarily intend to deliver our application through 2 channels. At the moment, it exists as a web application, but in the near future, we want to expand to mobile applications. So that's your Android, your iPhone, and tablets, things like that. At Languid, we want to focus on a few main features, and that is AI research for linguistic analysis. So we need people, a lot of our efforts need to go to making sure that our solution is the most accurate, about just the best on the market. Data collection, by virtue of our platform being something that's focused around teaching people, we need to understand more about them, and data collection would be a very important point. We need data from them, and maybe in the near future, we could provide this as a service to other companies. And then you have pretty standard things, UX design, marketing, creation of partnerships, which would help us a little bit on. We primarily want to network with a few main people. So companies that do language training programs. So companies with professionals that travel a lot, board meetings in different countries, partnerships with other language learning platforms. So think about Duolingo. Duolingo is a platform that does not offer what we offer. And an interesting partnership would be if they would outsource, or if we could provide the service for them. And then partnerships with educational institutions. So things like universities, language schools, and even primary schools. Culture action. We are asking for a $100,000 investment for a 5% equity stake in our company to fund operational and overhead costs for 1 year, where we intend to scale our platform to support and retain 1 million active users. Additionally, we would need to be able to network with educational technology professionals and linguistic experts to provide insights that will help us expand our product. And thank you. Thank you. I hope you join us on our journey to help Africa speak for itself.
Are there any questions?
Thank you very much for the presentation, team. Maybe Büşra, would you like to kick us off? Do you have any comments, any suggestions or questions?
Thank you. I was wondering if you already launched the app. Maybe I missed.
Hello, yes. The app is, one second. Okay, hello, yes. The app is currently deployed and free to use while we work more on our financial structure. But currently the app is deployed and you can use it and test it out.
Okay, cool. Yes. Can I find in Play Store?
Sorry, I cannot hear if you are speaking.
Can I find in Play Store, like Google Play Store?
Team, like these projects are in progress. So if your app is not available in Play Store now, feel free to say it's not there yet. It's live. It is there. Perfect. Then the answer is yes. So
yeah.
Thank you. Do you have the mobile app as well, or just website?
This is the next step.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Büşra, I guess you get the website is alive and the mobile app is in progress.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we can't hear any. We couldn't hear any questions through the computer. Like there was no audio.
You guys don't hear at the moment? Yeah. Okay, sorry. So we are having an audio problem. It's not here.
Hello?
Okay, now let's test it. Okay, now you hear the audio. Okay, thank you. We can continue with the next question or point. Büşra, is there anything else you want to ask?
No, thank you.
Thank you very much. In that case, Solomon.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. My first question is on the revenue model, on the pricing. Can you go back to that slide? Just quick one to confirm. The price says I think $1.6. Yep. For students, $1.6. $1.6 per what? Per month?
Per month, yes.
Per month. Okay. So how many users do you have on your website, on a web product now?
At the moment, so at the moment it's about 20 users.
Yeah.
How
yeah,
many?
20 users.
20?
About 20 users, yes.
Okay. So on your ask, you said that you're requesting 100,000. That means you are valuing your company it's around $2 million. Do you think your startup worth that much value in terms of valuation? 2 million? What's your
Maybe not at the moment, but in the near future, I definitely believe we could.
Yeah, you know,
Okay, so
like, what's the base for valuation? What made you think that the company worth that much, $2 million? Because you should be confused.
Understand, thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to elaborate on his point. Currently, we do have about 20 users. The app hasn't officially launched. While you can use it, it's not officially launched. So we haven't marketed it or done anything of that sort I think, as soon as we are able to market it, we would get more users in the long term.
Yeah.
And yeah, the app has just started. We launched it about 2 weeks ago. We put it up live about 2 weeks ago for people to use. Currently, again, it is a work in progress. And why we think our company should be valued at, around $2 million is because we plan to expand the company significantly over the next year. We believe that with the right help and the right resources, we can scale our company accordingly. We can hire more developers, more AI researchers, we can consult with experts in the field, like linguistic experts, as well as more business experts to help us better financially structure and forecast, and to get better insights on how the business would work. So currently, I think the idea and the potential, the value of the idea and the potential is extremely high, because this is a great need in Africa and across the world. And I think we provide a solution to a problem that has not been solved, and especially within the context of Africa, where Africans are inhibited by their ability to not be able to communicate effectively. Because, the people of Africa are extremely intelligent, but due to language barriers, they may understand the language, but they can't speak. So we believe that with enough time, resources, care, we can expand the business and eventually reach that $2 million evaluation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you will reach it like within 1 year, or even before 1 year. You might reach that valuation, or you might exceed even. But my concern is, at the moment, valuing your company at $2 million would be tricky to you to raise funding. You should think. You should also think about other funding structures, like convertible notes. I mean, if you don't know, like, convertible notes are they are in a debt nature, but they will convert sometime in the future. With that, like, how you will determine a valuation cap that company will reach this value, but to protect the investor, you will say it's some valuation cap, but that's a structure that the money will be as a debt right for now, but it will convert to equity after 3 years or 5 years after your company grew and got some traction and got some real valuation. But at this moment, at your stage, it's hard to raise money at equity structure. So it should be flexible, and you should be thinking of other ways, other funding structures as well.
Okay, thank you for your feedback. We will take that into account. Are there any other questions?
All right. In that case, thank you very much, team. Let's go ahead with the next team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Guys, where is the next team now? Sorry, team. There was a bit of a discoordination. Our next team is not ready yet.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Can I have them? Great. All right, everyone. We have one more team in person and one more joining us remotely. After that, we'll be concluding our session today. Our Tunisian team, Team B, Team the Champs, also representing their projects, BMO, will be arriving shortly. Right, of course. From my perspective, I was asked to give you guys some insight about what the hackathon basically entails, and it's really a beautiful event from what we've seen. If you guys were here in person, you guys could have seen how the expo is going. We represented almost like 6 African countries, representing them with the flags. The expo was really beautiful, and yeah, we also represented Tunisia as well. I mean, Turkey, as our founder and CEO is from Turkey. Also, one of our jury members is from the States. So we basically had uh, our feet dipped in every continent, and it was the most. I mean, from my eyes, especially since I'm part of the media team, I was in charge of capturing what was happening, and also obviously we'll be having some social media posts. In case you guys are not part of our social media community, it will be nice for you guys to be part of that as well. All you have to do is just look up Africa to Silicon Valley on LinkedIn and on YouTube, and you guys can see all of the beautiful and amazing content that we've been publishing on our social media platforms. So you guys can see the expo. It was really wonderful, and yeah, we represented a lot of countries, and now we have our final team. That's why I was going here. So, okay, you're part of the meeting, right? Yes. All right. And finally, yes, please share your screen. And this is Team the Champs from Tunisia representing the project BIMO, right? Yes. Who will be presenting BIMO this time around? Mohammed. All right. And you will be assisting him? Oh, he will handle it, right? Yeah. Solo this time around. Okay. Well, Mohammed will be handling the presentation for us today. In the morning, it was his female companion. Yeah. Mia? Right? Mia. Okay. Uh, its screen is very visible, right, team?
Do you see the screen?
Yes, they can see your screen.
Yes. Okay. Nice.
You can continue.
Okay, so hello. So should I look here or?
You should look here.
Oh,
You should
okay.
just look at your own screen and everything.
Okay. Hello, I'm Mohamed Rouini from Team The Champs. We're representing Tunisia in this hackathon with our idea BIMO. So when I was growing up as a kid, I was a really timid and shy guy. I wasn't able to talk in front of crowd people, even a group of three. I would be shaking and like my heart will be beating because I cannot find the space where I can like practice talking to other people. In fact, in Africa and even in the whole world, the education system focus more on hard skills rather than cognitive skills and social skills. So like children in schools like are exposed to multiple bad things like bullying, stress, so it limits their participation in social life, and eventually parents like become uh, clueless about how to behave with their children. They don't know how they feeling and so on. So that's why we thought about our solution BIMO. So it's a solution for like it provides personalized support for children. It like helps to develop their cognitive skills and social skills using AI technologies, and also under the monitoring and control of their parents. While there is real solutions that tackle the same problem, there is a room for improvement. So, for example, like some prior solution doesn't provide customization, or some other solution doesn't provide like real data and insights for the parent. While our solution BIMO do all that. So let's have a walkthrough on our product BIMO. So first of all, we have BIMO chatbot. It's like an interactive chatbot, emotionally aware. It has facial recognition built on it. It detects the emotion of the child while he's interacting with BIMO, and it will respond according to that emotion, like that detected emotion. And also it's really supportive, non-judgmental. It provides like the space the child needs to practice talking and like interacting with real people, but like using our chatbot. We also have other intellectual activities, like we need the children to learn more about emotion. So we provide our Emo Vision, which like the child can use it to upload like a picture, for example, of his brother or any like family member, and like ask what emotion is that. BIMO will be able to answer that and will like provide details about the image. Also, there is quizzes, and this like feature, especially for children with autism, because they are clueless about emotion in general. So in the quiz, we show him like a picture of, for example, a happy guy, and ask him what emotion is that, and like if he answer correctly, we tell him that's the correct answer. If not, it's like we tell him that's wrong, and we tell him the correct answer is. One other feature is, and it's really important, especially for children, like to build their intellectual skills, is like reading. So we provide that with our feature Storycraft. So the children can contribute in making his own story. Like he can ask about BIMO to generate a story about his favorite character, for example. It will be generated, and it will have like an attractive picture on it to like make him know what he's reading about. And finally, we have the parent dashboard. It's really important for the parent to control and monitor this platform for his child. He can like put blocked topics, so his children should not interact with BIMO on those topics. And if he does, he will be notified, and BIMO will try to redirect the conversation to another topic. He can like set sleeping time and daily usage limit. Sorry, daily usage limit, so he can reduce the screen time and avoid addiction. He can set learning goals, like for example, he can set like 5 minutes reading per day, and BIMO will be able to track that. And if he can also review the chat history of the child, all the interaction of BIMO and his child. And if he doesn't have the time for that, he can like ask BIMO to generate a report about that. It will summarize the interaction and provide recommendation on how he should behave with his child. So our primary target is parents who have children from the age of 4 to 12. And also we target educational institution, therapy centers, and support organizations that we think they will like benefit from BIMO. The impact that BIMO could bring for children is improve their social skills, their cognitive skills, and like we aim to build the next generation of African children to be like the good leaders of the world, because they like building those skills from a really young age will like help them to benefit from that. We also like have impact for parents also, because they will have the opportunity to see insights about like their children, how they are interacting with BIMO, and like increase the bond of children with their parents. So our projects aligned with Google SDGs, like SDG 3, good health and well-being, quality education, partnerships for the goals, and reduced inequalities. Now talking about money, our revenue model, we have two revenue models, one for non-autistic children. It has like the core one, which for free. It has BIMO chatbot, but only 10 tokens per day, parent dashboard, some intellectual games, and our like revenue model is an add-ons based model. So like the parent can add features and he will like pay for it. And also we have BIMO robot. It's like a robot. It will have a cool interface, friendly interface, so your children can interact with and be more open to interact with. It's for $200 for non-autistic children. And we have the premium plan. He can like get all the add-ons for $8 a month. We have also the revenue model for autistic children. It's the same as the old one, but it has like BIMO robot for free, because we want to support like parents to get BIMO so they support their autistic children. And it has a reduced cost for a premium plan. It will be only $5 a month. So speaking about the market for educational support for children in Africa, it's a huge market. We have 150 million children in Africa. So that's like $3.2 billion market. But we only realistically talking or targeting like 1% of this market at early stage. So it's gonna be $32 million. Talking about our future prospects, we aim like in 2025 to forge educational and healthcare partnerships, and we want to add multiple language support for BMO. And after that, we want to add the BMO robot or launch the BMO robot. And then we want to enable the parent to have like multiple children per account. And even we want to like make parents have like multiple accounts for one children. And like finally, we want to foster a community where parents can connect and interact with other BMO users or other BMO parents. Our financial projection, we aim in 2025 to have like 10K users, so just like point zero point oh five of kids in Africa. So that's a total revenue of $21 year, like per year per user, with $11 profit. And we aim to scale up and reach 1 million users in 2030. That's about 1% of children in Africa. This is like our BMO the robot I've talked about you. It's still in early stage. We have like this the screen and like the board here, but it's not completed yet. We're working on it, and that's why actually we're asking you for fundings. So this is our team. We have Walid Jalasi, which is the AI specialist. So this is Walid. We have also Tijani Bujdaria, which is an AI researcher on autistic children. We have Miniar Mexi. She's our marketing lead. She's like working on the marketing stuff, and I'm the full stack developer of the team. So now our ask, or what we are asking you for, is we're seeking $20,000 in exchange for 5% equity. This will help us to work more on our development and marketing sales, sorry, and like will help us to manufacture and produce BMO. Okay, thank you. Now, if I can show you the demonstration. I can show you the demonstration of BMO. So I will let Tijani do that.
So hello everyone. Let's start with the demo. So first of all, we will be having, first of all, you need to have this. Sorry for this.
I think we have like some troubles with the demonstration video. Oh, okay, now it's good.
So sorry for that. So on our, this is will be the landing page of our project. So here the parent can have some clear description about our team, our vision, and also the plans. So after we log in, providing the child name, the age that will be necessary for our chatbot, the parent can fix and customize everything that he wanted for his children. For example, he can restrict some topics like death, violence, or that, of course, we don't want, as parents, you don't want your kid to be searching for something like suicide, violence, and death. So once you are talking with people for that specific emotion or action, you will be notified. So we believe that the parent, for the kids, especially under 12 years old, the parent is the only responsible. So nowadays, with the evolution in the technology, we believe that the parents sometimes they don't have the full control about what their children are doing on the internet. So with our BIMO, we provide a safe environment for their kids, of course, with mental assistance and also some activity to enhance their communication and their problem solving skills. So let's start with our first feature. which is BIMO the robot. So our BIMO robot is not like the classical ones. So we use the facial recognition that the BIMO will be recognized the emotion of the child. Our facial recognition is with accuracy like 95%, and that will detect precisely the emotion of the kid. So once he doing that, BIMO will deal with that child with the depends on that emotion. So if he is sad, he will try to cheer him up. In case that he is also angry, he will try to calm him down. Of course, in the background, we will notify the parents about the progress of the mental health of the child, and also we will notify him once he enters something like I hate myself or I want to commit suicide, because our BIMO has a clear idea how to deal with these certain topics, and also will notify the parent and give them some suggestion how to deal with it. So our chatbot is available via typing text and also via voice. So we believe that the children, especially in that age, they have some difficulties to typing text. So he can do the input with via voice, and the output will be via voice also from BIMO. So moving on to the other features, we also with the chatbot we also provide some gaming room. So we believe that children in that age, the best way for them to learn is through games, and and for that we are providing them with the games that enhance their communication skills and also their reflex, and also our games can adapt with the learner. So each time he plays, the AI will learn from his movement, and the difficulty will push him to enhance his problem solving skills. Other than that, we have some writing essays that correct his essays. So we want him to express more, and also specifically for the autistic ones that have hard time dealing with emotions. So we give him with a quiz, and this quiz will be sent for the parent later on. So the parent have an idea if his kid is have struggles dealing with a certain emotion. Also, we have vision AI. So if the child is have a hard time dealing with his friend or his parent, he can just input an image, and the AI will do his magic and give him the result. So also for the storytelling, so we have for storytelling to keep the child in a fun environment. So the only thing he has to do is to give him the input that the story that he wants to create, and the AI will do that for him. So going to the parent, so the parent zone is actually secured with a unique PIN code that separates the parent from the child zone. So as we can see, we have the notification with clear description about the case, and also we have the chat history for the parent to see more about it. Also, we have some report to generate. So if the parent sometimes he is not present with the child, so he is busy, we give him some report with suggestion and sometimes some help and guide to how to deal with the child. Also, we provide him with customizations, so he can customize the activation of the whole system, so to reduce addictions and to be more flexible for the parent to control the child. This is it. Thank you for your attention, and we are welcoming your question.
So we are now waiting for your questions.
Quick one on if you can go back to your presentation, your slide. Can you go back to your financials?
Financials, okay. Like financial projections, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This one, I guess.
Yep. It says no, yeah. By 2025, you aim to achieve 214,000 something dollars in revenue, right?
yeah, a revenue, right?
Yes, that's the revenue, include the cost.
Can you go back one or two slide? I think one slide.
One, okay.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Yep.
This? Okay.
Okay. So by 2026, it says launch the BIMO robot to limit children's screen time. So when you aim to launch the product, I thought the 2026 is the year you launch the product, but I think it's talking about only the robot.
Yes, only the robot, but the product is actually like for now it's a website. It has all the features we've talked about. What we aim in the future to add the robot, it will have also the same features, but like the design, it will be a friendly interface. More, we think it will, it's gonna be more accepted by children. They will like love to interact with it. So that's our plan.
Got it. I thought this was a mistake, but I got it.
No, yeah.
No, it's actually related to the financial projection. So you can see that we go for in the year of 2026, we go from 200,000 to 1 million. So that explains that we are launching the demo that will be gaining us a lot of money.
That's what we are expecting at least.
Cool. Great. Appreciate the idea. Again, you also should think of different funding structures, not only like sticking to the equity raising. Equity might not be easy, so should be thinking of various funding structures like convertible notes, grants, etc.
Like rather than equity, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's not only equity that you can raise money.
Yes, that's actually true. Maybe that at this stage we need to keep our equity, right? At this stage,
Yeah,
because yes.
Yeah, you know what? You know why I'm saying this? Equity
know what?
involves valuation of equity. Raising equity involves valuation of your company, and it's tricky to value your company at this stage. So that might be tricky. Like if you are fixed on like only one option, if you are looking for only equity option, that might be a challenge. You should be aware of the other investment options as well.
Yes, that's true. But we're actually flexible with our like funding demands. The only thing
Yeah.
we're looking for is like funding to be able to like produce the BMO, like we've talked about, especially the robot, because like we need the funding to be able to manufacture it. And also for like BMO, the software, we need like funding to develop a mobile application for it, because like in our vision, we aim to make a mobile application. For now, it's just a website, but we think like for a seamless experience for both children and parent, we need to add a mobile phone application.
Yeah, that's great. Just I mean, make it clear that what you are going to use your money for. Like, make your ask reasonable. You know, like not only just you have to make it clear that the money you are raising will take you to on a further step from where you are now. You should you should be able to convince them.
Yes, we will try
If
to
you are-
improve our use of fans slides, I think, to make it
Yeah,
more
yeah.
clear.
Yeah. If you are raising 20,000, for example,
Yes.
you should explain about this. We will use this much for this thing, this much for this thing, this much for this thing, and we will achieve this using this 20K. You should say that.
Okay. We're thankful for this feedback.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? Other questions?
No, I don't have. Just it's a great product, and I think you have a great team as well.
Thank
I
you. We're
believe
really
we'll do
glad
it.
to hear that. Sorry?
I believe on your team you will do it. Just
thank
keep
you.
improving your. Yeah, great job.
Thank you. So, is there any other questions from other investors or potential investors?
Bishra, do you have anything to add? or shall we proceed to the next?
I don't have any question. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, team. Actually, finally, we get to the last but not least. So the next presentation is going to come from our Nigerian team. Unfortunately, the visas did not get approved on time, so they couldn't come here in person, but they are joining our finals remotely. Team, the stage is yours. Please take over the screen. Oluwasegun, say the
Thank
stage
you.
is yours. Thank you.
Can everybody hear me? Just
So thank you guys for your time, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.
Thank you. Amazing.
Um,
Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. All right. In case you'd like to see, in case you'd like to see the entire session again, it's been live streamed, and we will make sure to. Oh, that was Nigerian team, right?
okay, quick mic check. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me
Yes, yes.
audibly?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good day, everybody. My name is Sheyi Ogundipe from Team Nerds in Nigeria. And with our project Consume, we are going to by making eating healthy easier. Now, when we talk about Consume, the old journey started from one point, and this is basically through real life experience of three people that I know, starting with myself and my team. As you may or may not know, my teammates and I are currently students, and one thing we've noticed is whenever we're in school, we tend to not eat properly, and this is because of two major things. One, the type of food being served in our school environment is not really what we ideally would consume. And two, we don't really have time to, start planning for meals, especially breakfast and dinner because of classes and when we need to wake up early. Now, this is just one case. Another case is a mentor of mine who is a very busy person and cannot exactly start preparing his own meal. Obviously, he's single, cannot exactly start preparing his own meal or planning it, and he's always traveling from one point to another. Now, his major problem is this: he doesn't have time to plan for his meals, and also whenever he travels to another country, whatever he has a particular goal of, starting a fitness journey, and whenever he travels from one country to another, he's not really sure if he's eating the right thing that goes with his goal. Now, this is another problem. But lastly, and not the least, is my aunt. My aunt currently has diabetes, and she just got like a couple of months ago, she got notified about her situation, and then her doctor told her not to eat certain things. He only told her, don't eat sugary things, and this, and this. He didn't tell her this is the alternative, and this is what you should eat. Imagine this scenario, next slide, please, where we have three different cases, and then every of them has one particular problem or the other related to one particular thing, meal planning and food. You see, meal planning is a challenge, especially if you have one particular dietary goals, preferences, or health condition. Like we said, in case of my team, we have certain preferences that are not being met in our school. In case of my mentor, he has certain goals that are not being met or that he cannot meet on his own because of how busy he is, and also whenever he travels. And thirdly is the case of my aunt who has a certain health condition that requires her to eat certain type of food. Now, studies show that 70% of people find it difficult to stick to a balanced diet, and 50% of people with health condition struggle to identify suitable meal. It is really stressful having to go to Google and searching for what can I eat, what can I eat, what can't I eat. Now, in Nigeria alone, 65% of people feel that they have the lack of time to plan for proper meal. This has now this has now increased the high rates of food-related health conditions like diabetes and hypertension. Next slide, please. Now, what is the solution we're proposing for this problem? You see that we have one solution for three different use cases or three different problem cases. It's simple. Consume uses advanced AI to offer personalized meal recommendations and meal planning based on factors like your health condition, your goals, and dietary preferences. Meaning, you come on to Consume, you put in your information, including your country, your preferences, your age, your weight and height, and then we recommend meals for you. And also, we're using features like a personalized timetable, a personalized bots, and blogs. Notice that I kept on using personalized because that's one thing that Consume is really on about: personalization. Next slide, please. Now, who's our target audience? Like I mentioned, those three use cases, that covers virtually everybody in the world. So the entire world is our target audience. Nobody is exempted. And we have two different systems that will bring down our target audience. We have the B2C system and the B2B system. The B2C system is business to consumer, which includes young adults, fitness enthusiasts, individuals with health condition, people that have certain goals and dietary preferences, health conscious customers, and busy professionals, like everybody or every investor in this call. Another one is the B2B system, where we partner with restaurants and also delivery services and also services that offer health-related products to our users. Now, this is a really big thing for consume because the goal is to not only solve what you eat and when you eat, but also where you eat. Imagine coming to Utopia and then having to find different restaurants that serve exactly what you prefer. It can be we solve that with partnering with restaurant and delivery services. Next slide, please. Okay, what makes consume unique though? What makes it different? You see, when we combine AI, attention to detail, and intuitive user interface, that cannot solve problem. But what else solves it is when we combine these features with what we want to do. We have personalized meal timetable. We have AI-based recommendation. We have a personalized AI chatbot and meal scanner. We also have blogs, which is really fun, and I'll come to that later when doing the demo. And we have personalized progress and streak counter. We have restaurant integration, an extensive meal library that basically covers the entire meal that is in this world, and cook mode for people that want to cook it, and also multiple language support for inclusivity. Next slide, please. Now, what's the market opportunity? Like I mentioned earlier, the entire nobody is exempted. But let's start from the African market, let's start from the old world market. The digital health market is expected to reach $551 billion by 2027, and the Nigerian food delivery market is expected to grow to $1 billion by 2026. That's just 2 years from now. Let's talk about Nigeria, which is currently our country. With the rising demand and increase in healthy eating and meal planning, and also delivery systems like Chowdeck and Glovo, the Nigerian digital food market is booming now, and we want to tap into this early. Next slide, please. What's our revenue model? If the entire world is our market, then we need to also find a way to make money from them the right way. And we have, just like in target audience, we have two systems where we make money, B2C and B2B. Now, B2C is when we target direct customers or consumers, and we charge every regular user that is in just one country $5 every month. This gives them so much features that our competitors cannot. Another one is the work plan we have for students and educators. Just like ourselves, we believe that students are the next thing for the next phase of this world, and when coming to consume, we also want them to use it as a way to also learn and improve. Also, we are planning to have student ambassadorship programs, and this is where we get students to become ambassadors for us and also get discounts and other features. These students and educators pay $2 every month. Now, if you're going to be traveling around different countries and going around testing different meals across the world, you will be paying $8 for access to multiple restaurants around the world, multiple food, and a much more intuitive multi-language support. Now, let's move on to the B2B system, where we charge restaurant and delivery services. Restaurants can pay us a commission of 5 to 8%, depending on your country and location, on every order, meaning when anybody comes to our platform and orders a meal through our platform, restaurant pay us 5 to 8% commission fee. Now, also, restaurants will pay us $8 to $10 every month, depending on your country and location, for us to spotlight a restaurant and put them out there. We also give them analytics like what are people ordering, how many people are ordering every day, and other analytics. Now, just like the old Google system, restaurants will pay us $10 to $8 per restaurant signed up. So if a restaurant has 10 branches or 100 branches around the world, they'll pay us 100 times, let's say $8. That's about $800 every month from just one restaurant. And also, we'll partner with other health-related products to also spotlight and also show our customers. Next slide, please. Now, what's our go-to-market strategy? We have social media marketing, partnership with brand, our student ambassadorship program, and also where we partner with other restaurants and delivery services, and we co-promote each other's brand. Next slide, please. Our competitors, this is a competitor analysis of our competitors. We have Consume, and if you can see that we have the cheapest price, but also we have we're also close to the African market, and we are also one of the only few ones in the market. We are the only few ones in the market that offers AI customization, and also one of the few ones that offers health and fitness tracking. Next slide, please. Now, these are our milestones that we have set for ourselves. By the end of Q4, we intend to work on our mobile app and launch it. Currently, we have just a web app. By Q1, we intend to partner with 100 local restaurants in Nigeria, from Nigeria and Africa. And by Q2, we want to roll out our restaurant management system, which is going to be a separate app for restaurants to manage their restaurant that we have on our platform. And also by Q3, we're looking to expand to other African worldwide. Next slide, please. Now, this is the team. They include myself, Sheyi Ogunike. I'm a teammate and product and brand designer. I have over 3 years of experience in product design, growth, and engineering. I'm also a computer science student and a RISE Global winner. We have Shegun also sharing experience, a front-end developer and AI expert. He has 3 years of experience also in building front-end interfaces. He's also a RISE finalist. And we have Asbiala Oyebo. He's a back-end developer and AI expert with 2 years of experience building robust backend systems, and also a computer science student. Next slide, please. Now, this is a sneak peek of our app. We have the mobile view. We have some cards of our blogs, our streak counter, our timetable, which we're going to show you during the demo. Next slide, please. And this is our ask. We're looking at to take the community next we're looking at raising $100,000 for 10% of our business. And we're going to use this money with $40,000 for development, $30,000 for targeted campaigns and marketing and all, and $30,000 for partnership with other restaurants. And these are the key features to grow, the key strategies to grow consume to the next level. Next slide, please. Thank you for joining us. Now we're going to be showing you a demo of our project real quick. Yeah. All right, let's start from the dashboard. But before we do that, let's start from the dashboard here. And shall we actually go to the landing page real quick? I just want to show something. So why is doing that? Okay, so let's just start with the dashboard and maybe we'll show you the landing page later on. Okay, it's on. Can you scroll down, please? I want to show something. And just quickly go up to the restaurant real quick. Go up to the restaurant view. Now, this is what we have for restaurant. We can easily switch between restaurant and also personal. And here you can see that we are saying showcase restaurant made easier. Restaurant can sign up to our wait list and we add them to a wait here just to get them, just to get their information and let them know when we have fully launched our restaurant system. And let's go back to the demo real quick, Shegun. We're going to start with the dashboard, and here you can get every spotlight meal every day, get your timetable, get blogs, get also a nugget for daily nutritional information. Also, you can see at the top right, you can change the language to anything you want. This is just for inclusivity. You can change to Ethiopia. You can change to Chinese, Yoruba, any language you want, basically. Let's move on to the timetable next. All right. Now, the timetable shows you when you sign up, you get 30 days of meal plans. That's 30 times 3. That's 60 different meals every day. You can see it here. We have almond and banana berries, every different thing. And one cool thing about this is we don't recommend meals anyhow. We recommend it based on your country also too. But if you sign up you sign up as an Ethiopian, you get Ethiopian meal. You sign up as a Chinese, you get Chinese meal. You sign up as a Nigerian, you get Nigerian meal also too. And they're also based on they're also based on your health conditions too. You can toggle through it. You can check out the entire information about the meal, the cook time and all. Let's go straight to the chatbot. Now, the chatbot is something I really enjoy, and I want to just take it to the use case of why I use the chatbot and also the meal scanner. Let's imagine there's too much information behind it. You don't need to do anything. You just ask, can I eat this? And because it already has your information, you don't need extra information. Just like you see, is it okay to eat chocolate every day? If I ask this question, it will give me a different answer because I am a different health condition and all. But let's go on to another thing which I really like is the meal scanner. Now the meal scanner is okay. This is, you see, as this thing. The meal scanner is different and it's more interesting because unlike asking for the name of the food, you can just upload the picture of the food and then it immediately recognizes what food it is and that would affect you. Meaning it won't only recognize it, tell you how it affects you. Let's quickly do a quick demo of that real quick. Okay, let's this pizza real quick. So it tells you this image is pepperoni pizza. It contains this and this and this. pizza is high in calories and this, and it can be problematic for you if you have diabetes. And it already knows about you. But then let's move on straight to our meal page. Our meal page. Yeah. Now we have an extensive meal library, meaning you can search for any meal and get information about. Let's look at one of those meals. Let's look on any one of them. Let's try akara, which is the Nigerian local beans cake. So let's give it a minute because of network. I know it takes like about a couple of seconds to load. And what you get here is basically nutritional information about the meal, you get recipe, and also how it affects your health too. And the thing is, you can get calories also to the protein, carbohydrates count, and all. And you are not limited to the meals that we have here. You can also search for any meal you want and get more information about it than the chatbot will give you. As you can see, you have cook mode also where you can just spotlight the recipe so you can focus on cooking and all. Let's go straight to the blogs. Now the blogs are important because imagine you're doing something like get educated about one thing, so you don't get it's just like you feeding your mind. We call it food for thoughts, and you can just read any blog. And you can also generate any blog you want with just one simple step. Just put the topic in. You don't need to do any other thing. You just write the name of the topic of what you want to read, and our AI will generate a blog for you. Let's just try something. Effect of white bread. All right. Now, also, it will give you information. It will give information like a general, but also a bit personalized, so that it's also so you enjoy it better than maybe the next person that wants to read something else. And the cool thing about the blog is you can also share the blog with your friends. You can copy the link of it and share it to your friends. And then if they have their account or if you don't have an account, they will get the link open in their browser and to read the blog. Okay, so this is the way you copy the link and then you get your friends to try it out and you can send it to them. They can also sign up to consume and all. Let's move on straight to the profile. So yeah, you can also edit your information, edit your country if you're in another country and all. You can edit information here, and this is basically everything that we currently have in our web app, and we're looking at introducing more features, more dynamic features in our app that we're currently going to launch out in Q4, which is this couple of months. This is basically everything that we currently have in our demo. Thank you so much for listening. And before I turn off my mic, I just want to let you know that we are really interested in getting you guys to join us as we revolutionize the food market and also make profit by making eating healthy easier and more efficient. Thank you.
Dear investors, do you have any other questions for our team?
Hi. You are raising, it was like 100K, right? And what is your valuation?
We're going to value the business at $1 million by raising 100K for 10% of the business.
We know that tech entrepreneurship is a long journey, and most of our people are coming from technical background. We have a lot to learn. We are humble, we are hungry for success, and we are open-minded. And with the help of experienced people like you, we are going to get to the next stages faster. Solomon, as I said earlier, it would be our pleasure to have you in Science Museum, either tomorrow or the next day. And on Wednesday at 6 p.m., we have our closing ceremony. The mayor is going to be opening the event, and we'll have some other important visitors, and we'll show the world what African tech talent can achieve if they are given the opportunity and a bit of guidance. Thank you very much for being with us. And Bishra, looking forward to connecting with you further. Let me drop my WhatsApp number here as well. I appreciate coming with such a short notice.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for your invitation.
Thanks for being with us. Please have a great rest of your evening, team. Take care. Until next time, see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.